Hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a fabulous day on a lovely Tuesday morning. Let's go with a bit. I had that song anyway, but yeah. It's a good song. It's a good song. Thank you for sharing, Salem. Good morning, Lindsay. Good morning. Hey, Kerry. Good evening, Sash. Good morning, yes. We love this song. Morning, Trash Panda. Good morning. Thank you, Salem. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning. Morning, Lynn. How is everybody doing? Good morning, Scottish Ronnie. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. As it is we early. Well, I just started and we're just in the music portion. Well, thank you for sharing, Trash Panda. Yeah, JJ is here. JJ is here. Oh,
Thanks for the gift.
hang on. I think I've been shared a song. I have. It's been a long day. Glad it's just about over. I get that, Kerry. Lynn asked what's even up to. No, as far as I know, nothing. But the thing, that's as far as what I can tell. That's as far as what I know. Oh, I'm gonna bring that up to play after. We love this song. Trying to decide if I want to make a merengue or not. I'm butchering that. No, I don't want to play that yet. Stop. I'm butchering that, and I know I am. A merengue. I'm butchering that, aren't I? Is that a cake? Right, Scottish one, is that a cake? Meringue. Oh, is that a cake though? Is that it's like a cake, right? Because I'm thinking of like a meringue cake.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, Ozzy and Kerry. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, whipped egg whites with sugar. Yeah, I thought it was. That's the thing I have in my head. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. That's what I was thinking of. But you know when something's spelt to you and you're like, hang on, wait a second. I know in my head. I have the image in my head. Normally seeing a pavlova and lemon meringue. Yeah, yeah. It's just when it's spelt, I'm like, huh? You know, something's spelt to you and you're like, when I see it, I know what it is. But when it's spelt to me, I'm like, Huh? Hey, the Aussie, hello. Right, so.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, Razorblade. Thank you. So the next two songs are my partner's fault. So if you don't like this song, it's his fault. Disappointed. Salem. What really? And this is that. That was. I'm gonna add that to my like songs. This next song is H.E. Mirror. I got my partner sends me music-wise. So let me go. We had Imagine Dragons yesterday. Oh, I know what song I was gonna do. But I gotta find it. No, I had it up. No, I just had that song up. Shit. Oh, there it is. I was going to do just Tribute to Herbie Hancock. It's epic. They're not that bad. An interview and said that she got drunk and messaged Eminem to get this collab because she was afraid to do this. Just talking about one of the girls he was hanging out with that cut tie. They've already cut ties already. God, that didn't take long. We knew it wouldn't last long. No, that's not what I want to type. It's been nice not seeing Alphabet live. They're definitely in panic mode. Yes, I would say that they are. You're not wrong, Victoria. Alphabet probably deleting everything off their devices. So probably you're probably correct. That's not how those of us who know that that's not necessarily how that works at all. Trying to cover their tracks, but that won't work. No. So those of us who know that things can be retrieved. You can subpoena everything. So yeah. I was just watching somebody else that had put a video on. Apparently it was in the ladies' toilets. Yes, they were also in the smoking area. There's which is ironic. Well, not necessarily ironic, but you will. Yes, yeah, I would say so. Police will still find everything that has been deleted. Of course they will. Yeah, they will. They are a walking contradiction. Apple were not clever enough to realize this. They think they're untouchable and entitled. Yes, Victoria. Hey, Wicked. Biggest joke. Hello.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, Wicked. And hello, they have people in the tech department and can uncover everything. Yes, Hayden, they can. Yeah. Yes, they can. Yeah. Quite literally, they can. Yeah. Could he possibly be moving, and that's why we've not seen them? It's a possibility, Lazy Daisy. Has he been on live yet? Not since Saturday night, no, when they got the ban. They've been, no, tell a lie. Yeah, I believe that they've been on IG and their other IG. But they're laying low. They're just laying low as far as what I can tell, but obviously that hasn't stopped people talking. That hasn't stopped people talking, obviously. But I believe that they are trying to lay low and hoping that the things will die down. No, they didn't get their IG back. They are just on their kitten account. Yeah, Forest Green nails on it, but the back now. Yeah. But no, as far as what I'm aware, they have not got their IG back. As far as what I'm aware. They're on the Birkin Kitten account, and they've changed the Birkin Kitten account to their account, as far as I know. Yeah, that's it. What hasn't he done? There's a long list, but the list is ever growing. Yeah, the list is forever growing. Long list. But no, there is. Wait, I've got way too many tabs open now. So, so I'm looking at notifications. They keep They keep unprivating it to buy followers, then going private. Oh yeah, I know, Theatre Lover. I know. Morning, Farrell Cheryl. Good morning. So, is this going to? Is this going to do what I want it to do, or am I going to have to crop? No, that's pretty okay actually. So,
Thanks for the gift.
thank you, Farrell Cheryl. So this is about the medication. This was put up about 13 hours ago. So this was put up yesterday. And obviously this was just put out there when they were talking about them wanting to change their medication. And it was very put in the comments that basically he isn't taking no sertraline, which is an interesting way to go about things. But yeah.
Have you ever considered trying a mood stabilizer? It's what wonders me. I have.
But he has turned around and said that sertraline is a mood stabilizer before. But okay.
Haven't. But I have noticed sertraline, like when I was on it, starting it did stabilize my mood a lot. But I've got an assessment from I got a review basically from my antidepressants, and I think I'm gonna.
So yes, this says some medications can cause weight gain, but so can consuming food portions. Right. Okay. And the reason. Okay. Here's another factor that people aren't considering. Hey, little lad, hello. Here's another factor that people aren't considering. Alcohol consumption. Alphabet consumes a lot of alcohol, and you can see that. Thank you, Little Levin. Thank you, Farrell Cheryl. You can see that. Alphabet can deny it, but those of us who... yeah, and a lot of snow. But we can see that. So alcohol will also do a lot of weight gain as well. And GP ain't going to prescribe a mood stabilizer. You can't just show up and demand one. No, you can't. They would have to review a lot of things. That would be the same with antidepressants as well. So this is the reason why people are saying that Alphabet got their antidepressants from a dodgy website.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, Smooth Criminal. Doesn't snow make you lose weight? It can do. It depends on what kind of ones you're on or what kind of ones you're taking. But also you've got to factor in the fact that the food that Alphabet is also consuming as well at the same time. But it can do. But alcohol is a big contributor to weight gain as well. The munchies can be a side effect depending on what kind of recreational substances you are taking at the time. And also you never actually see them put the tablet in their mouth. I mean, you don't. You don't. But the logic that he has when wanting to change from one antidepressant to the other, the logic that he has is wild, and each antidepressant is going to have a different... If the antidepressant has a side effect, would depend on the person. They're also probably filling the void of loneliness subconsciously. I mean, yeah, Thorn, they probably are. He had a terrible diet. We all saw them demolish that Tesco cake all by themselves. I mean, yeah. my sertraline caused me to gain weight because of more cravings for food.
Thanks
And
for the
yeah, and
gift.
it can do. It can do. It depends on, as I say, it depends on the person. The way in which he talks about it is he wants to switch antidepressants because of weight. And it's like, "Oh, okay, we'll go down that road, but okay."
Go on different ones. I think I'm probably going to go on ones that make me lose weight because
Thanks for
obviously
the
the
gift.
weight's kind of adding to my depression now as well. So I'm going to ask the doctor if I could go on antidepressants that can make me lose weight. Yeah.
The problem here is a doctor isn't. Thank you, trigger warning. A doctor isn't going to. A doctor can't do that for you, and no doctor. No, they won't. A doctor will not do that for you. Now, each antidepressant and each type of medication, like I have said, I am on three different medications. Two are painkillers. Uh, One is an antidepressant. Two of those medications say weight gain. One says weight loss. As a side, and here's the thing. Here's what people. Here's the main crux of it. They say possible side effects, not that it is a side effect. Each of those medications say possible side effects. And each of those medications also state on them there is a possible side effect when you drink alcohol as well. It's all possible side effects, not that it is a side effect and a definite side effect. They are possible side effects. And it depends on your body, how your body reacts to the medication, and also, so I will read comments in a minute. They have to legally state the possible side effect. Don't mean it will happen. Exactly, the Aussie. The and have you noticed he has had every side effect that from that medication? Yeah, Tracy, I have noticed that. So this is where I'm not saying it's a. He mentioned when he was taking the antidepressants, indicating he no longer is. Yes,
Thanks for the gift.
yeah, yeah. He isn't. I don't think he's taking the medication because I don't think he is taking the antidepressants, but he wants to blame the weight gain on the antidepressants. Here's the thing, I could. Here's the thing, I could easily sit here and turn around and say, for the two medications that I'm on, oh, my medication's making me gain weight. No, you know what's making me gain weight? The fact that I'm not moving, I'm not doing anything. That's the reason. I'm gaining weight because my diet's crap. My diet's always been crap though. That's me. That's not my medication. That's me. And this is where Alphaba needs to realize it's not the medication that's the problem with the weight. It's Alphaba themselves. And Alphaba's always had Alphaba had the weight gain issue before the medication came along. So, and Alphaba's always been complaining about the weight gain issue before the sertraline came along. So Alphaba can't blame the sertraline. So, they can't blame that. And that's the thing, I've gained weight, and my weight fluctuates. My weight has always fluctuated, even before my weight has always fluctuated, but that's because I fluctuate in movements, and that's the thing. It's not the medication; it's the It's us ourselves, our diet, what we do with exercising, or how we do things. It's. Uh, I managed to lose weight while on sertraline. Because I managed my weight and movement. Yeah, exactly, Emily, and that's the thing. It's what we do as people. Self discipline, simple. Yeah, that's it. It's about self discipline. Yeah, it's about self discipline. But yeah, so there's a bit more of this, I think.
you know, like doesn't affect my weight basically. Well, you know. uh,
So yeah,
Thanks for the gift.
thank you, Dolphin. Then sorted myself out and lost 15 stone. Wow, Rachel, that's awesome. I lost quite a bit of weight and then gained it all back. And so my weight has fluctuated throughout the years. It fluctuates throughout the years because the motivation fluctuates throughout the years. Morning, Joanne. Good morning. Metabolism is a big thing, and what I find fascinating is, especially when Alphaba's concerned, is when I was Alphaba's age, my metabolism was a lot. It's interesting because seeing Alphaba, like when I was Alphaba's age, I was a lot thinner than Alphaba is, and I was, as I said, my diet has always been horrible, always been horrible. And what can I say? I have a sweet tooth, just like Alphaba has a sweet tooth. Um, you know. Um, so I get it. I do. I fully understand it. Um, you have to curb it. Yeah, you do have to curb it a bit. And everyone's metabolism is different. I fully understand that. But when I was Alphaba's age, I didn't. My metabolism didn't really start slowing down because it does slow down as you get older. Hey, Mrs. Miss, hello. My metabolism didn't start really slowing down until I was about 26. Um, to be fair, I did do a lot more walking when I
Thanks
was
for the
younger.
gift.
Um, so there's that as well. But my metabolism slowed down when I was about 26, and then the weight started to show a lot more the following years. So this is where I'm like, he needs to be careful um, because, thank you, Mrs. Moose. We are seeing um, the we'll say we're seeing it's happening a lot faster. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, Julie, we're seeing the results happen a lot quicker, and I do think drug use and alcohol is a big contributing factor in these things happening.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, Joanne. Um, when I was a teenager, my metabolism was that fast. I wouldn't gain a single kilo. I was stuck at 29 kilos. Wow, Haven. And I think it is a huge contributing factor. Good night, Jade. I hope you have a good night. So it is a huge contributing factor. And like I say, it could be Alphaba's metabolism and Alphaba's thing. Because, it could be. But I do think alcohol and drugs are a contributing factor. My thyroid messed up my weight, but it's okay now. Busy physical job. It's also genetics. Yes, the Aussie, it can be. And that's a very good point. I've got two younger brothers, and we are all different to each other. You had me, who I would say that I was average. As I said, I'm a bit more. I've got weight on me now. Then you had the middle one who was skinny as a rake, and then you had the younger one who was a bit more plumper. So I say plumper, but you get what I mean. Yes, a doctor said to me, it's genetics. It can be, yeah, Quinn. Yeah, it definitely can be. But it's scary to see somebody like Alphabet say that sertraline is the reason why they're gaining weight. Because it's not, I think it's maybe 20%
Thanks for the gift.
sertraline. Thank you, Louisa. It can be the sertraline, but they were gaining weight before they were on the medication, and they're not taking it now. They're not taking it properly anyway. I think it's the diet that they have. And like I say, it could be that the lifestyle that they lead mixed with the genetics that they have isn't allowing them to remain, we'll
Thanks for the
say,
gift.
healthy. You know what I mean? Or healthy in the conventional sense.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, Jenny. So there's that.
Thanks for the gift.
You used to have a really shit diet. Now I have a healthy one. My diet fluctuates. Hey,
Thanks for the
TT.
gift.
Thank you, TT. It fluctuates. It depends on my mood. Greed and laziness. Yeah, Tracy. Yeah, the rugs could be immune. So weight loss won't affect them. It could be immune, but at this point, it definitely could be. I just think then blaming sertraline, it's a bit. He just wants an easy way out with the way they've mentioned jabs, etc. They've mentioned things like that Ozempic. I can't remember the freaking name of it. They did mention it a few months ago about the Ozempic choice. There was a name for it, and that's a dangerous one. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. There is Mounjaro, but that's not what he mentioned. The Mounjaro one is the healthy way of going about it, but that's not what he mentioned. I can't remember what they fucking mentioned. Sertraline can cause weight gain and weight loss. Oh wait, that's not what I was reading. It would be the med itself. It wouldn't be the med itself. Yeah, it wouldn't be the medication itself. I balloon to 19 stone. Exercise triggers my fibro. Nanny. Oh, swam.
Thanks for the
until
gift.
COVID happened. Now I can. I'm sorry, Nanny. Is the fact
Thanks for the
in
gift.
here? Thank you everyone for the gifts. It's Ozempic, but it's a form of it. It's in the UK apparently. I cannot remember the name of it, to be honest.
Thanks
He
for the
mentioned it, and I couldn't even freaking say it. To be honest.
Thanks for the gift.
The doctor will never prescribe that. I was on the weight loss
Thanks for the
clinic
gift.
wait list for 18 months, but in that time, I sorted myself out. Therapy, training, etc. That's awesome, Rachel. Somebody said hello.
Thanks for the
Hello,
gift.
SBW. Thank you for the gift as well. Thank you for putting the treasure box in. Yes, the Aussie. The Aussies put a treasure box in. Thank you ever so much. So yeah, I do think that like I can understand the confidence issues he has with this. The problem is it's self-inflicted. Mounjaro is how it's pronounced. Yeah, that's the one, but that's not what I understand, because a lot of people are on that. Not a lot of people. A few people have had that, but that's not the one that he mentioned. The one that he mentioned is it's sort of like the cheap knockoff of Ozempic. Morning, Shazzy. It's sort of like the cheap knockoff of Ozempic, but I couldn't pronounce it. It begins with a B or something. It began with a B or some. No, it began with. It may be that. It's the cheap knockoff that's here in the UK, I think. It may be Berberine. Yeah, it may be that. And I couldn't pronounce it at all. It may be that with the B one. I think it began with a B. Like people are saying, yeah, I think it began with a B, and I think it was that. It's Berberine. They said yeah, I think it's that one. It's Berberine. I think it's that one. Thank you for the hand art. I think it's Berberine. I think, yeah. Are you sure it wasn't bothered or come on? Berberine. Yeah, Berberine. Yeah, I think that's the one. I sure it wasn't Bovril. We're pretty sure he drink a pen. I mean, I think it, as I say, it's the knockoff version of Ozempic, and he was going on about it to get it so that they could lose weight. It was basically, it's Buzzballs.
Thanks for the gift.
I mean, that's E's version of it, Buzzballs, yeah. But yeah, it was mentioned recently. It was a few months ago, and then it's basically the knockoff version of Ozempic, and E wanted to get it, and everyone was like, no, don't do it. I mean, he called it Berberite. I couldn't pronounce it at the time. I know at the time I was having so much trouble trying to pronounce it.
Thanks for the gift.
Morning, Beatrix. I was having so much trouble. I can't pronounce most things anyway. But like I say, Buzzballs, that's his version of how to lose weight, yeah.
Thanks for the gift.
But like I say, that is you've got a packet here been put in on for a week. Oh, they were advertising it as the natural Ozempic on TikTok. Yes, they were advertising as the natural version of Ozempic. Yeah, they were, because they were doing it. They were trying to advertise it to people, and we were like, "No, don't do that. Don't do it." Thank you for the shell energy. Thank you all for the gifts. Hey, Shaz, what have I missed? Oh, we're just going over. This clip is where he was going on about they need to come off sertraline. They were going to talk to their doctor. This isn't a new one, but this came up on my timeline because this was posted a few hours. This was posted yesterday, and it came up on my timeline where he was talking about coming off sertraline because it's weight gain, and they want to go on an antidepressant to where they're going where it helps them lose weight. Hey Fiona, which is not how any of this works, and he was gaining weight before they were put on sertraline. So
thanks for the gift.
Thank you all for the gifts, everyone. Even if he did take it, unfortunately their diet would need to change, and that's the thing. They would need to change their diet to help them lose weight. That's what he's not understanding. Did I hear right when I was watching then that he's got to try and get hormones offline? Yeah, they're going. Morning, Fox.
Thanks for the gift.
That was, I want to say not a few days ago. This was last week sometime. Yes, they are going to try and get, I don't think they're going to do it. Good morning, Trinity. They are going to go and buy. They were looking up to buy hormones through a website. Yes. You're on Mounjaro, and my stomach is extremely sensitive to unhealthy foods. I get that. So like I say, a few people are on Mounjaro. Yeah, a few people are. But from my understanding, because listen. I've got some weight issues. I'm put on a few pounds because my diet's not that great. From my understanding, you have to go to the doctors to get Mounjaro. From my understanding, is that correct? You can't just go and buy it. You have to go to the doctors to get that specifically, because a lot of people. You can do it privately, but it has to be through a private doctor too. Oh, right, okay. Like I say, they need to contact GP to get it, and uh, but you need to provide medical info. Yes, you have to go to the doctors. My auntie was on it. You can get it
Thanks for the
online
gift.
through a prescribed pharmacist. Ah, right. Okay. You've to pass loads of conditions and doctors. He will never get it. Plus, there is heaps of testing that goes. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Yeah, I thought because like you have to be like, yeah, that's it, folks. Like, because Ozempic is originally for diabetes. That Ozempic is originally for diabetes, but people did find out that Ozempic is a weight loss drug as well. So a lot of people went. A lot of these celebrities figured out, oh look, we can use Ozempic as a weight loss drug, which a lot of people because it can be prescribed for both, and so, but a lot of celebrities went through the Ozempic route, and that now there's a shortage of Ozempic, and a lot of people who use Ozempic for diabetes are having trouble getting it now. If I'm right, you can't drink on them. That I don't know. That I'm not too sure on. I just know that you when it comes to Manjaro, you have to go to the doctors. I would think. Um, you can't drink on them, and you can't do bad drugs. Oh, right. So someone says you can't drink on them. Well, I mean, I only ever drink every 6 months or so, but I'm screwed then. Not that I.
Thanks
Here's
for
the
the
thing.
gift.
I wouldn't. I'm not knocking people who are on Manjaro, but it's not from. I don't want to do it because um, drinking wouldn't be advised. Yeah. If I like, for me, I know why I put weight on, and it's just because I don't freaking walk. For me to lose weight, all I need to do is just go out for walks and things like that because I've done it before. Um, I've done it before. Uh, that's my issue. I've drunk on them before and very much regretted it. It's just strongly not advised. Yeah, it's strongly not. With any medication, it is strongly not advised for you to drink. Not to drink. Sorry, other way around. Not to drink. Um, my mom went for them. Then her health wasn't allowed. She couldn't drink, etc. And her brother said, "I'm like, mimi, yeah, mimi, yeah." I don't. To be honest, if I went to the doctors, they would turn around and say to me, "No, just get up and move your ass," is what they'd say to me. That's what they'd say to me. And I'd be like, "Yeah, fair. Fair. Fair." They just tell me to move my ass. Which is fair. I know why. I know why I put weight on. I know why. And I know why. Here's the thing. I know why somebody like Alpha. Thank you for the treasure box, the LZ. I hope everyone's collected their coins. I put on weight due to my HS. What he claims to have, but they won't put me on it. I'm bedbound to. Oh, I'm sorry, Kaylee. Alphabet does not have HS. They claim to have HS, but they don't. It's a wonder he hasn't tried to get Duramine. They could. I think somebody. Hang on. They do have acne, yeah. It's just acne. That's what acne has. And acne has, Jesus. That's what alphabet has. It's just really bad acne. No, definitely doesn't have HS. It's an awful thing to live with, and they make out like it's nothing. Yeah. Someone with HS wouldn't be able to spray all those perfumes. No, they wouldn't. No, not at all. Somebody has asked what is HS. I'm not well versed in HS. What I've learned is HS tunnels E's don't know something like that, and also E allows the cat to lick them. Yeah, Alphabet wants labels for everything because E sees it as get out of jail free. Oh, Victoria, everything's a get out of jail free card. Everything's a get out of jail free card. It's getting tiring with that. And that's on the medical records. Acne vulgaris. Poor kitten, she needs a tetanus shot. I mean, you get lumps and boils, cysts, underarms, and everything. Hot towels underarms. Pressure is painful. Yeah. And the medical records, acne vulgaris. Yeah, it did say that. And yeah, the balanitis. Yeah. That was also listed as well. See, a few people have put the letter up, and a few people... Good morning, Band Bird. Good morning. I hope you're doing well, Band BB. A few people have questioned the because the one letter doesn't... The letter Alphabet put up doesn't match the other letter. I get where people are questioning it because anything Alphabet puts up is going to be questioned. In 2024, who are 20 can't click. I mean...
Thanks for the gift.
Yeah. Is E still banned? They're banned on many different accounts, but they, as far as I know, they did create another account. Thank you, SDW. They did create another account. Oh, yeah, on the medical records, yeah. What did you put on your account, the Aussie? I've been seeing a lot of different things. So what did you put on your account? What did you put on your account? We can go hunting. I will get to... Miss Red put up a video. Oh, no. Let me rephrase. The Observer has put up about Miss Red. Not about Miss Red. Put up a Miss Red commentating on Alphabet and had people up in the boxes. I did a post on what their medical records meant with their acne, etc. Oh, yeah, I think I may have seen that. I've been seeing a lot of things. You know when you're just like, I've seen so much, my brain hurts. There's so much going on. You reposted it recently? Let me have a look. The Aussie, because I know I'm following you. Reposts. What does the picture look like? You reposted Dean, the real witch. We love the real witch. You reposted Jess. Is it Jess or Jen? Jessica, yeah, Jessica. We love Jessica. We love Jessica. We love Toby. We love Dean. We love the real witch. We love all the people. The UKD poll office London. Oh, that one's interesting. It was more about the fact that he was talking about their stuff as a female. Oh yeah, they. This is where I don't, and I think it was Stormy. Stormy said this as well. Yeah, send it to me. I think this is where Stormy brought up a good point of, they've had this autism pre-assessment. How would they be assessed? Would they be assessed as a female or as a male? Because there are different characteristics with... There are different signs and different characteristics. Right, so... And here's the thing with that, though. Here is the... But here is my... Here is my thing with... If they were assessed as a... if they were assessed as male, okay? If they were assessed as male, right? If they were assessed as male, okay? If they're assessed as male, okay? So I'm multitasking. No, it's just I'm trying to multitask, Dan. And me trying to talk multitask is... If they're assessed as male, then they would have been assessed, and all these traits and everything would have been picked up a lot sooner. So they would have been... the Joshy record is skipping again. I mean, it is. So they would have been diagnosed a lot sooner as a child. It would have been picked up at school a lot sooner. So, do you know what I mean? So, questions are... But this is where the CAMHS thing comes back. Because if CAMHS declined then, so why are they doing this? I mean, I know why they're doing this again. We all know why they're doing this again. But I honestly think they got denied. That's what I think. I think they got denied. And I think they're trying to do this again to further their victimhood. I think that's what they're trying to do. What the fuck? Oh, leave me alone. I think they got declined. And I think that's what's happening. So I think that's what's happening, to be honest. So, I know the Aussie is going to send me something. Ow. Thank you for the rose, Beatrix. Thanks you for the rose. I know that the Aussie is going to send me something. I'm going to bring up this whilst we wait, which is the Observer's video to do with...
Thanks for the gift.
Miss Red covering or discussing Alphaba's diagnosis, because Alphaba had people come up. No, Miss Red had people come up to talk about it. Which is fascinating to witness. So we're going to go through this. Assessments are usually based on sex assigned at birth. They usually are, yes. So this is where a lot of my questions are with this quote unquote assessment. And I'm looking at my painted fingernails and I'm like, they need redoing. Observer, we love the Observer. They're currently black and red, but I'm thinking red and purple next, because I gave my black colour away to my friend.
That's it. Request the box then. Can Jen have the box? Jen. Sorry, Jen. Hiya, Jen.
Now, I don't normally pop in on here, but I thought I might want to cheer all your viewers up on this lovely Monday morning. I have a good friend on here who I've been working with for quite a while.
Emily says they assess you based on the puberty you went through. You went through. Oh, what the fuck was? I didn't mean to do that. You went through. I gotta redo my press-ons and tips I chipped.
Pip Devil.
Yeah, mine's chipping now.
Thanks for the gift.
Now, they did quite a lot of posts calling people out.
Yeah.
And, benefit fraud, things like
this is the, I showed it in my last live, the Pip, she just said it, fuck's sake.
Quite a while, and they're called Pip Devil.
Pip Devil, that's the one, Pip Devil.
Now, they did quite a lot of posts calling people out.
Yeah.
And, benefit fraud, things like that.
Yeah.
They've done a post this morning about people who celebrate their autism diagnosis.
Oh.
And the very first clip that they have used is he.
Oh.
It's absolutely hilarious. He is going to be fuming when he sees this because they've got quite a big reach.
Yeah, Robin, yeah. They did it, and it's quite.
We are working with a lot of television companies at the moment. No, my friend Pip Devil. They are working with quite a lot of television companies and radio shows at the moment, highlighting the fraud with benefits and Pip in particular. So yeah, they've gone with E. How good is that?
I think, to be honest, the worst thing that they could have done, we're talking about Alpha Bar guys, the worst thing that they could have done is come on live and announce that, because now people are going to be on it. Do you know what I mean?
They are. I've seen a post. I don't know whether I think I may have liked it. Was the Pip Devil is on TikTok? Yeah. Good morning, Kathy. So I've seen a post where people have emailed autism hubs and places. So this is.
People aren't gonna let go.
And I think that's the reason why. Another reason why Alphabet has not been live since Saturday. Alpha Bar. It's Alpha Bar.
The fact that they'll want to see evidence and things like that.
I'm referring to my friend, not E. Just for clarification, I'm not being transphobic because I'm not transphobic. I have trans friends. But it's the whole fake diagnosis that didn't actually happen. It was the preliminary assessment before the referral. And I have an SEM background. I know how these things work. I've worked with educational psychologists in the past, for 20 odd years. I know how this works.
So what are you thinking then? So you don't think they had an assessment?
Absolutely not. They've had the preliminary questionnaire filled in.
Just explain what that is.
Basically, once you're referred for an autism diagnosis, what they will do from the GP is you will fill out a form verbally.
Which is the AQ10. Alphabet showed that.
Yeah.
It's done verbally now over the telephone. Mm-hmm. And if you checklist off so many of these questions, you will then be put forward for the official autism diagnosis. And this is not just one assessment.
Right, Beatrix.
It's multiple assessments, a lot of face-to-face, because body language is also very, very important as well. Yeah. I do understand that things are different in different areas, but there is absolutely no way that 1 2-hour phone call would give E an autism diagnosis. Right. Not off a 2-hour one. No.
Not like that, no. Not at all.
Because if so, why are the waiting lists so huge for autism and ADHD diagnoses? If it can be done in 2 hours, then there shouldn't be a wait list. Nowhere near as big as what it is. Right. Now, we've got to be very careful because I'm not saying that he's not on the spectrum. He's not on the spectrum, sorry. But the issue with autism and ADHD is that it is such a huge umbrella of spectrum. And if you were to actually go into it and read through it, you would probably say that the majority of people are on the spectrum. Mm-hmm. We all have our little quirks.
Guys, can I just say, she's saying it.
I get where people.
Thanks for the gift.
I get where people say that. I do. I disagree, but I get where people say that. Why the hell am I? Oh my god! Why? I'm not getting a tag. I've got somebody's tagged somebody's tagged the Fact Freak in my video, but I don't. It's not coming up that you've tagged me in anything. I hate the way TikTok's been glitching. But I get why people say that. Because of like different quirks and like things like social anxiety, but it's the thing is though is it's a different kind of it's different.
E, as in the letter E.
Not he.
Not
I'm saying E.
You're saying E, the letter E, not he. Otherwise,
it's my accent.
You're saying E, the letter E. I just want to say that otherwise.
Yeah, for clarification, I've not been transphobic.
Let's say E, okay? So
you might have to literally send it to me, the Aussie, because I'm not getting any tags.
Guys, I know what. Just
E. From the alphabet. So I think the thing is it's a long-winded process. It is really a long-winded process. And like I'm saying, I'm not saying that Alphabar, let's do this properly.
Yeah.
But I think they set themselves.
I've just read that post, Carrie. I think people are just questioning like, where is he?
For this backlash. Because of the way that they address things, it's like they go straight for the jugular. Right, this is it. It's definitely that. Blah 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 blah, and it doesn't necessarily.
I mean, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, for fuck's sake! You should be able to send it to me through. YouTube, not YouTube, TikTok. You should be able to send it to me through TikTok. That's the one I wanted. You should be able to send it to me through TikTok.
Mean that that's the case. And I don't understand either why sharing something so personal.
Why does E lie so much? E always gets found out. I don't know.
Like that has been done so publicly.
Thank you, Jodie.
That's the other issue. It's a personal medical issue.
I can answer that because E celebrated and E turned around and said, literally, how do you feel coming after a mentally disabled autistic trans girl? It's to get people to stop commentating on Alphabet, and it's had the opposite effect. It's to try and get people to stop commentating on them, and it's not gonna stop.
why would you want to share that with thousands and thousands and thousands of people? That is something that's personal. You know
why? Do you know why, Jen? The reason why they have is because they now have an excuse for the behaviour over the years.
Got it
now.
now.
It's like icing on the FYP that she said, well,
Got it now, the
when I
Aussie.
did that autism live, you know, she did the Autism Got Talent. When I did that, I did have autism, so I didn't really cheat it, did I? Do you know what I mean? It's purely going to be used as an excuse to for the bad behaviour when they're
Yeah, I got it, the Aussie. I got it.
Crash outs when they do this, when they do that, and that's why they were so excited because it's like it's Jen, it's a get out of jail free card now. That's what they're gonna.
The other thing that I did pick up on is that it was a phone call, and then halfway through, even though I described the lady that was doing the assessment as Russian or some sort of Eastern European, Elphaba said,
"Oh, hey, Carla Jane, hello, welcome in." Welcome to the Chaos Crew.
Noticed that I was playing with my hair. How can you do that from a telephone call?
I think E changes it from a video call to a phone call, depending on who they're talking, depending on which scenario they're talking about. It depends on which scenario they're talking about. Because in some instances it's a phone call because then they can play on, oh, I don't like face-to-face things. But then in the other instance, when it's applicable, it has to be a video call because of things like, oh, she noticed me not doing eye contact, or me playing with my hair, or like... That's how you know E lies, because it depends on which scenario E is trying to play with. In the scenario of, oh, I don't like face-to-face contact, like the Googling of that, it's a phone call. In the, oh, what about they have to look at body language, oh, that's when it's a video call because of hair, eye contact, blah, blah, blah. It's a... They will fail the face-to-face. Of course they will, because they've failed it before. We know this.
Things where it... Well, was it a link where you were doing a video call? Was it a phone call? Which one was it?
People, Jen, like the chats that like people are really super invested in all of this.
Yeah.
And I get that. Let me tell you why, guys, because it's put on the app.
Yes.
And
have they been like, no, Carla Jane, no, they disappeared on, they had their night out, and they've disappeared. So I'm also, they disappeared, I think because of the backlash with everything. I think they've disappeared because of the backlash. And they're trying to come up with a new storyline to tell their audience. Either that or the police have been round. Huh? But no, they have not been live.
Elphaba knows this. Elphaba knows that it's going to, even though they're only 22 or however old they are, they know.
Oh, yeah. Or like Fentic says, the Elphaba Orion Doherty real account banned. They've created a new account, but that doesn't have as many followers. So I don't think they can. I mean, you can go live on 200 followers, I think. But my personal takeaway is they have royally fucked up and they know it.
How social media works. They're very screwed up with social media. And no, I'm not going to move on. It's your girl Leanne. Thank you. If you don't like it, scroll out and then come back. So they know how social media works. They know that it's going to have this effect. Okay, guys. So it's not that, you know, people are Karens or whatever else. It's just the fact that it's put all over the app so people want to speak about it, you know?
You know they're hiding with secret accounts. Of course they are. They're hiding with secret accounts because then they can come
Thanks
back
for the
with
gift.
backlash. Thank you, Louisa.
I think that there is some differentiation between having autism and just genuinely being socially unaware.
I mean, yeah, Carla, yeah. There's nothing they can come on and say, no, not anymore. They've been doing this for years. There's nothing they can come on and say anymore that will justify anything that they've done recently. You have Diva that they will not show a photo of. They will not show a photo of. You have this autism thing that they have been trying to do for years. You have the trans thing that, you know, they were like recently where they admitted that the depot name, they don't know what a GRC is. They've done nothing to transition over the past God knows how many years. That's all come out of the woodwork. Literally everything. Literally just everything and everything. And then you also had the Dream putting in the police report. I mean, other people have put police reports in as well. I mean, literally everything has come all just in what, the past 2 weeks or so? If it was a real diagnosis, he would be constantly on rubbing in our faces. They've just disappeared. Yeah, Susan, yeah. Then the Angela, yeah, there's also the mocking the Angela thing as well. Yeah, there's that as well. Yeah, this is the find out phase. Yeah, definitely the find out phase. The autism thing has all happened way too quick to be plausible too. The wait list is years. What I am. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, that's the thing. It's literally he thought that they could literally silence everyone, but what it's done is it's literally caused a massive shitstorm, and now everyone is coming out the woodwork. Even if they went private, it isn't an overnight thing. No, it's not. It isn't, and we all know that. We all know that.
And then being a shitty human. There's a huge difference between that.
There is a difference between autism and being a shitty human, and E is just a shitty human.
And I think that's what Alphabar is trying to make people think, that there's a huge difference, and it's not being a shitty human, shitty behaviour and things like that. That it is part of their condition, and it's yeah, you're right. It's a get out of jail free card. But from my experience, I've worked with a lot of people with autism and lots of other medical conditions. I've never seen anyone behave like that.
Nope.
Yeah, like I say, it's such a big umbrella in it, and I'm not here.
Yeah, it definitely is the dark triad. Definitely, he has stomped their feet all their life with Maria and thinks he can still do it now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Alex. Yeah, I know.
Discuss whether they have or whether they haven't.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be fair on me to do that because I don't know. I'm not educated enough. I'm not a specialist. I don't know, you know. But the reason I think that they were so excited that they said they had this diagnosis is because they're going to use it as a weapon, you know, the same way that they use being trans as a weapon. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sorry, guys, come for me if you want, but they do use it. It's all to be used as weapons.
Exactly that. It
Yep.
is exactly that. And then to go out later as well, and with everything that was sort of flagged up that they don't like, you know, the loud noises,
The smoking, even though they were in the smoking area, like.
lights and things like that. It's just a complete contradiction in terms, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hello,
guys.
Miss Kay.
Drop down now. Have a lovely
I
day.
just,
everybody.
please don't drop down. Please don't drop down.
Oh,
I just
you
think that what you're
said.
saying is quite damaging towards the autistic community in general. Not all autistic people act the same. So if you've never worked with
My daughter's autistic.
Thanks for
autistic
following.
people,
My daughter's autistic, darling.
I will agree. Not all autistic people are the same. I will agree there. He's in the club in the smoking area, which is a massive contradiction to what they've said. I will agree with what she's saying. There is a counter argument to that. However, what this individual probably doesn't realize is he's been trying to get an autism diagnosis for years, and has been using the autism card against people for years.
My son's autistic too, Jen. Just because you've not worked with people who present in the exact same way as Alphaba might be presenting, it doesn't make...
Alphaba's not presenting. Alphaba is mocking. There is a difference, and I really wish people would realize that. Alphaba's not presenting autism. Alphaba is mocking autism to use it as a weapon against people.
The diagnosis any less valid, because as you'll know, with having an autistic child, autism comes in many forms. Like in my son's class at school, he's in an autistic base. All of the children are wildly different. None of them the same. None of them, you know, have the same needs and stuff. And I just found what you were saying to be quite degrading to the autistic community in general.
For clarification,
the issue here is everyone does present differently. The problem is that's not what Alphaba is doing. They are mocking the autistic community. People need, this is where people coming in and having these discussions need to realize that Alphaba presents differently to different people depending on who they want to manipulate.
I did say that it's such a broad spectrum, and I'm not saying that Alphaba doesn't have it, for clarification. I did say that, but it's just such a huge umbrella is the autism and ADHD. I mean, seriously, my degree's around this. Honestly, it's I'm not saying that they don't have it. What I'm saying is...
Oh, I will, because they've been doing this for years. I will, because they've been doing this for so many years now. And they even turned around and said, they did this at CAMS. They did this, they've been assessed so many times and probably been denied so many times. So many times. They've been doing this for so many years.
We're going back to, is it a weaponizing thing now? This is...
I don't know, it was a bit distasteful when you kind of celebrated the fact that the PIP person has used Alphaba as the first person that they're calling out on the page for...
Yeah. Yeah. People are celebrating because of the damage that Alphaba Orion Doherty does. You want to... this lady wants to talk about Jen damaging the autistic community. Alphaba Orion Doherty has damaged the autistic community for 6+ years now. And that's the reality of it. That's the reality. Alphaba has been damaging the autistic community for 6+ years. Not just the autistic community, but the trans community as well. This character has been doing this for years. Years. So I understand that this lady is probably just coming in and expressing that Jen is saying, you know, giving a counter argument to Jen's. I understand that. But the full context of the picture is Alphaba Orion Doherty has been damaging the autistic community for years. And it's people like Alphaba Orion Doherty is the reason why politicians and people like that come for the autistic community and say things like, oh, you're just making it, you're just faking it. It is people like Alphaba Orion Doherty is the reason why the autistic community gets the shit it gets. Yeah, it's always a Jen/Jenny causing chaos. I know, right? It's always a Jen/Jenny. It's always a Jen/Jenny. Like I said, I know why she's doing it. I get it, but again, the full picture and the full context is Alphaba Orion Doherty does damage.
Like, if if you can imagine being an adult and struggling all your life and then finally getting diagnosed with autism, and I'm similar. I'm 40 next month, and I was diagnosed 3 years ago with ADHD, and I was like, this is why I felt like a weirdo all my life. And if someone wants to celebrate that they've got that, then let them have it. Like, you don't need to celebrate because someone's put it up on a page and said that they've been diagnosed. Just let them have the.
I understand.
There's a difference. There is see, this is where people are not understanding. I get it. You can. Some people, it depends on the person. Some people can celebrate it. It's a relief. There's a difference between celebrating and feeling relief. There's a difference between JJ. I can't control him. I've been trying for 10 years. It don't fucking work. There's a difference between celebrating and relief. Feeling relief. Right? And there's also, and this is where this lady doesn't realize the impact. Yeah. There's a difference between impact versus intent. The intention is, oh my God, I finally got this diagnosis, right? I want to share it with people. Okay, fine, fair. However, coming online, I'm not talking about Alpha, I'm talking about the other people because I don't know them. The other people, the impact as a whole, coming online and doing that on a public platform, guess what that does? That then lets everybody else who doesn't have good intentions sees that and goes, well, look at these people. Look at these people celebrating an autism diagnosis, celebrating this. Now they can use it as a weapon. See, this is what we've been saying all along. Autistic people just want to use it as weapons, just want to use it as shields, just want, like, it makes people in power use it as weapons against us, against the whole community. Now, when we get to Alpha, Beta, Orion, Dorothy, so I will reach out in a minute. So when we look at Alpha, Beta, Orion, Dorothy, who has been lying, changing their story, changing their MO to fit any kind of diagnosis that they want to have at that moment, when they come on and celebrate it, to use it, they literally said they want to use it as a weapon in the past against people. Like, that adds another layer, because when you look at a character like Alpha, Beta, Orion, Dorothy, who has been trying to use it as a weapon against people, now that's the reason. I see JJ and Georgia were going at it. So can I say what I want because I'm ginger and have no soul? Apparently Beatrix. E doesn't do themselves any favour. No, they don't. If E wants it so bad, have mine. I'd rather be gone. Oh, Alex. But that like, this is the consequence. There are consequences to this. And I don't think people realise that. And like, here's the main crux of it. A lot of people don't realise that this is going to affect children. It's going to affect the younger generation. That's what it's going to do. People like Alphabet around Dorothy are going to affect the younger generation. Because people in power are going to look at autism as a whole and they're just going to go, no. It's already starting to happen. It's already starting to happen. It's already starting to affect people. So imagine what it's going to happen. He affected my daughter and I won't stop until he is finished. I get that, Jenny. I fully get that. I fully get it.
And the happiness. And
do you think he realizing now that he's not going to keep getting away with everything anymore? Possibly, Victoria.
I understand that feeling of peace. However, I don't think it has been done for that reason. I think it's been done more for the reason of shove it all in your faces. I am basically, you can't touch me, you know? I think there has to be, there's a huge difference in the reasoning as to why somebody would celebrate that. And for the majority
And we are all with you, Jenny. We are. We're all with you. Because that was horrible.
people, I will be absolutely over the moon. Okay? It's brilliant. I know when I got my diagnosis, it was absolutely fantastic. It explains a lot of my behaviours.
Surely you can relate to Alpha feeling the same then.
No. The problem is that's not what's happening. That is not what's happening.
Surely you can relate to
I'm
Alpha
sorry, I
feeling the
do.
same.
You spanking. Just forget, like, I'm sorry, Kimmy, I'm not saying this because I've got a dislike for Alpha Bar or anything, right? Because when Alpha Bar's in the right, I do say, you know, I agree with them. But I do feel like that when she did say this, when she come on the internet and said that, it was, and I can't tell how, you know, I can't tell people how to react, but I do agree that it is going to be used as some
I know, this was sent to me, so I thought we'd just review it, JJ.
kind of weapon to kind of like, you know, if they do something wrong, well, you know, it's because I've got this and I've got that and I've got to stand by that, Miss B, do you know what I mean? And I'm not educated enough on this, but I do understand where people are coming from with it, because, you know, you get so many parents that have got children that have got autism, people.
Can I just pull up a really great comment that's just come up? I'm going to quote it, so please don't come for me for being trans, whatever, phobia. He said, and this is, I'm quoting, he said, "I've won." Having a diagnosis is not a competition. And for most people, they are absolutely devastated to get that diagnosis. Most parents are absolutely devastated to get that diagnosis.
Yep, that's what Alphabet said. Alphabet said, "I've won."
But to say it as though it's a competition, it just doesn't sit right with me at all. It's not a competition.
And I get that people react to things differently. I get that. I do get that. Like, we all, like, some people are relieved, some people cry, some people laugh. But for me, it was just like, and the way.
I get that, Robin. Yeah, I get that. The last time I said I won, it was at a sports day event in primary school, Emily.
That she was saying and the things that she was saying, it, for me, it's just going to be like, oh, okay, this is the reason why I've done everything that I've done. This is the reason why. Do you know what I mean, Miss B? And that's just my opinion on it. But I get where you're coming from as well. I 100% get where you're coming from.
I just hope it doesn't damage the autism community.
That damage has already been done. Like, it's already started.
I don't think it's going to damage
ADHD.
Hey, Steve. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Hey, Steve.
I just hope that people aren't hurt by it. That's what bothers me.
I don't think it's going to damage the community. Do you, Miss B?
I don't think it will. I mean, I find if anybody kind of does something really bad and then tries to pass it off as, oh, it's just my this or my that making me do it, like that in itself.
The thing is, though, Alphabet has already done that. This is where Alphabet has already done that in the past. Alphabet has already done that. Okay, Veronica, I will definitely have a look. No, I think misread is neutral, I think. From what I'm gathering from this, neutral, I think.
Can be damaging, but it depends. You never know. Alphabet might surprise everybody.
I don't think I'm causing damage. I'm trying to speak up for people that, you know, a lot of people with autism don't have a voice, and, you know, because they can't, because they're non-verbal.
I mean, I'm using my voice. I don't know what, I don't know. I've been using my voice, but there's that.
It's just about, it's just awful.
Thanks for the
It
gift.
just doesn't sit with me at the moment. There's something that just doesn't sit with me.
And you're allowed to have that opinion, by the way. That's
Yeah.
what, you know, TikTok's all about, people having opinions
And my
having
gut
to say.
just doesn't sit right with.
I'm trying to, I'm trying to work out, like, okay. Most people, yeah, that was a weird statement. That was a weird statement.
Thanks for the gift.
Uses her voice and does presentations regarding her autism. She never lets autism stop her. Exactly, Jenny, yeah. I know. It's never stopped me. I have a big mouth. Gets me into trouble a lot, though, I will say that. Thank you, Steve. It gets me into trouble a lot.
But it is one of those things. I did actually go back to my friend and say, look, this person's very controversial. Just be very careful. You've picked the one here that...
I mean, they've definitely picked a good person to post videos of to get views and interaction, I'll tell you that, so that, you know.
Yeah.
But...
This is... Oh, for fuck's sake. This is where that drives me nuts. Okay, so the argument there is, okay, so people have picked, so this Pip Devil has picked Alpha because of the views. Okay, I mean, all right.
Whether or not I'd make a post about someone celebrating their autism diagnosis, I don't think I would, because I don't think it's anything to do with me.
There is that as well, yeah, absolutely.
Right, but this isn't that's not the argument you think it is, because Jen has stated that she works with the field, so what? If you post things on a public platform, you open yourself up to public opinion. Exactly. Alpha posted that on a public platform and celebrate it. And here's what the other lady, I can't read their name properly. The other lady is not adding to it because it wasn't added in the original clip on the Devils, the Pip Devils thing. It was cut out. That I think should have been. No, actually, I think it wasn't there. No, sorry, I take that back. I think it was in there, actually. Miss Baguette, yeah. That's her name, Miss Baguette. I'm going to get my eyesight tested tomorrow, so I may be able to actually fucking read things. Oh my god, shocking. I can read the comments here because it's on the bigger monitor, whereas everything's on the smaller monitor for me, so I'm not going to... What does that fucking say? Anyway, the Miss Baguette doesn't realise is on the Pip Devil, and it is on there actually. Alpha was celebrated and then turned around and said, how do you feel attacking a mentally disabled autistic trans woman? So we know why Alpha wants the diagnosis. That is being missed out. That is being left out. People are missing that point. I don't know why she's missing that point. But that's the crux of it. Listen, come on, celebrate it. Couldn't give a shit. I do think it's having a negative effect on the community because the impact of it is, oh, other people are seeing this and going, what the fuck, and it's going to have a negative effect. Real world consequences. But the way Alphaba talks about it is it's not a celebration. It's a big fuck you to everyone. That's what that is. That's the reason why Alphaba was celebrating. It wasn't a, oh my god, I have relief now. It's a, oh, I can celebrate using it as a weapon. Because they pick and choose what fits their narrative. I mean, it would appear so.
I just saw it this morning and thought, oh my god, of all the
So
people.
who is that page and what is it about?
Basically, it's they tend to use.
Yeah, then Alphaba got annoyed when people didn't fall for it. Yeah, exactly. Alphaba, this is where I think Miss Baguette isn't realising that this has been going on for years now. Years. And I honestly think Alphaba got denied. Alphaba has been denied.
Use it for.
And like, here's the thing, sort of like, there's Alphaba doesn't understand what masking is, what anything is. You can stop your quirks, but those weren't Alphaba's quirks aren't autistic quirks. They're not stimming. They're not anything like that. They're just not normal. I say normal quirks in air quotes. They're just Alphaba being Alphaba. That's it. They're not autistic quirks at all. Oh.
Highlighting with statistical data about people who are scamming fraudulently. They've also touched on a few cases where I think it's been Munchausen's by proxy for fraud against DLA.
Munchausen by proxy is where the parent uses the child. I think it's just Munchausen, which that's not what it's called anymore. It's called something else. Cannot remember the name of it. Factitious disorder, that's it. But it's not called Munchausen's anymore at all. But it's not called that. It's not called Munchausen's anymore.
That have been found guilty at court as well.
Surely, do you know these people?
I'm not judging us all, believe me. I do not need to do research.
Do you know these people that do the assessments? They know if someone's pulling the wool over their eyes, right?
Yep.
So.
The assessments for what? For PIP-R, for...
No, I'm just saying, do you know when someone has an assessment done, right, and they give that person a diagnosis, they do this day in, day out, so they would know if somebody genuinely had it or somebody didn't.
Yes, yes,
yeah, so,
absolutely.
So if Alphaba genuinely has that diagnosis...
Alphaba.
And they are entitled to whatever comes off the back of that. I don't know how the benefits or whatever works off the back of that. I don't know. Then if they have got that, then surely it's only what everybody else is entitled to. When
absolutely.
They have. Do you know what I mean? So
absolutely, I agree with you.
Is that Miss B?
I think
100% agree.
Should I worry about my own life? Oh gosh, great stuff. Lovely comments. Thank you.
Damn, some harsh comments.
Sorry, Jen. Sorry, darling.
I'm getting some stick today.
I know, it's people's opinions, though, darling. Unfortunately, when you jump in a box, when you jump in a box and we have opinions, Jan.
I'm not judgmental.
Jan, you're over talking me. Sorry, John. Yeah, so people are entitled to have opinions back, but I just wanted to hear what Miss Baguette had to say.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like the PIP assessors, that they do that day in, day out, and I think that if someone's trying to pull up,
I think where I think where Miss Red, was coming from was the autism assessors, not PIP assessors. I hate it when people say, why don't you leave E alone? Like, would you ignore someone preying on a kid in front of you? Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, Alex, yeah.
Fast one, they're going to be onto it, and like, and it is really hard to get PIP.
Yes.
It is very hard. But I think they're onto it, and I think the amount of people that
But I don't think that was the assessments that Miss Red was talking about.
get PIP that maybe shouldn't is really, really low. So, but as Alphaba mentioned PIP, because I don't watch Alphaba. I'm not going to lie.
So here's the fucking crux of it then. Why the fuck are you commentating? You don't watch Alphaba, right? So my question is, why commentate on this when? Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there.
She actually said that she's applying for it, or we just...
I haven't a clue, but can I just mention for the comments, having just been...
Because that's not what Miss Red said. I think Miss Red was going on about autism assessments, because that's what Alphaba... That, in the context of the conversation, we're talking about the autism assessment. Not PIP assessment, autism assessment. Okay, I mean...
The process, because my daughter's brain injured. She has a brain injury. And I've just...
Join the club.
Having to do that transfer over right now. Someone's just mentioned in the comments that they have very, very basic training to the PIP assessors. Let me tell you something. When we had our...
It is hard to get PIP. It is very hard to get PIP. Hey Zoe, hope you're doing well. I'm losing brain cells. That's what I'm doing. I'm losing brain cells.
Assessment, they have different levels of assessors. Now, some of them are medically trained, and so you could, for example, get a physiotherapist, or you could get a psychiatrist, or you could get somebody a bit further higher up, more medically qualified.
It depends on area. It depends on funding.
That is what we had, because her case is so complex, because a blood clot ruptured in her brain, and because she's got so many other medical issues because of it, including the autism, including problems with the legs and things like that, that we had to have one of the more higher qualified assessors. And even still, that was a 2-hour assessment, and this is not the end of it either.
Oh. I know the PIP assessments can take a while.
Which they do ask a lot of the same questions.
Yeah, the same question, just reworded earlier on. Trust me, I'm well aware.
In different ways as well. They do try and trip you up. It is an incredibly difficult process to go through. It's not easy. It's not a case of you put in for PIP and you just get it. It's tough stuff. You've got to be backed up with a lot of medical evidence, and in my case, we had 16 years worth of
okay.
medical evidence, and
they have made PIP a lot harder now. They have, yeah.
I don't feel confident for her. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I've got a brain injured child and I don't feel confident,
I'm sorry to hear that, by the way.
it is just, she had a blood clot, it went to her brain, it ruptured, she's got brain damage. So it is what it is. but I do not feel
Yes, every person's Pip story is unique and different. None are the same. Yeah, Jojo, that's very true. Very true.
confident, and I'd love to know where these people think that PIP is such an easy benefit to get, because it is.
Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why people think PIP is an easy benefit to get? Because of the government. The government put out TV shows like Benefit Street and shit like that. And people in comment sections say that PIP is easy to get because people come on fucking TikTok and tell you how to do it. Because people come publicly. Because of people like Alphabar who come online and say, oh, I've got this diagnosis, that diagnosis, and come on and celebrate it. That Alphabar probably isn't going for PIP. But people come in comment sections and say these things. That's the reason why people think it's so easy. Because you have morons who come online and try and get diagnoses for these things. And then people just assume that, oh, you're going for PIP. And then, oh, PIP must just be so easy to get. Ugh. Okay, JJ, were they in here? Oh, did you just get blocked by them? Or did you just get blocked by them because I mean, I know that they're a mod. Were they a mod or just somebody that supported them? I couldn't remember which one, to be honest. I couldn't remember which one.
It isn't at all. Just to clarify, sorry.
It's not easy. It's not easy, but...
Okay, darling. Is there anything you wanted to add to that, Miss Baguette?
There isn't, apart from the fact I'm not actually condescending.
I'm Miss Baguette. Stop trying to steal my identity, Jen. My name is Jen, though.
Guys, lighten up in the comments, please, guys. Go on, Miss
Yeah, I think-
Baguette.
I'm guessing Jen was getting a lot of shit in the comments by the sounds of it.
I remember hearing something about, like, with regards to being medically qualified. Like, you don't need to be medically qualified in anything with regards to the condition that the PIP assessor is going to be trying to identify. So, like, you could have a medical background in, I don't know, phlebotomy, and be assessing someone for something completely nothing to do with it. So they don't necessarily put someone who's trained in that specific area as your assessor anyway.
No, they don't. They don't.
It just
no.
doesn't add up, does it? You know, surely you would put somebody with a brain injury like my child with someone who knows about brain injuries, you know, and a psychiatrist with somebody that perhaps has mental health problems, you know. It would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if Alphabet does end up getting PIP, then I think that what everyone should do is just accept the fact that Alphabet's gone to the assessor and they've got PIP.
Awesome.
And that's it, and don't consume your life with it because it's...
Do you think
Thanks for following.
These people, thank you, Louisa. These people, I mean, I don't think that he would be able to get PIP, okay? Right. I don't think he would ever be able to get PIP. I mean, people assume that Alphabet is trying
Thanks for
to
the
get PIP with all the labels that he is trying to get. So yes, I
Thanks for
could
following.
see. Thank you for following. I could see that he would try and get PIP, but I don't think they would qualify. Right?
Thanks for following.
Thank you for following. Right? However, what people don't understand, I'm talking about these people, don't understand is Alphabet is doing harm. Miss Baguette turned around and said that they don't watch Alphabet. So then why are you commentating on it? What, you don't see the harm? We do. They say this all the time, same as when E is quiet, people assume E is moving. Yeah, I don't think he's moving. I mean, why is she so protective? If he gets it, leave them alone. I'm curious now. I mean, he's still going to be called out whether he gets a diagnosis, which I don't think he's going to get. That's not going to happen. He's came autistic people themselves, so there's that. So that, you know, that it's never going to happen. He's still going to be called out for the bad toxic behavior, and the autism card's not going to work. So, and even if he gets PIP, he's still going to be called out because of the bad shit that they do on live stream. Yeah, I get that, Freya Speria. Yeah. I mean, I know. Sometimes I can too, E, but I don't, you know, I watch into the community too. By the way, Freya Speria does a lot of, witchcraft stuff. She said to leave them alone if he gets it when there's people out there that actually need it. I mean, I get that, Beatrix. I get that.
It's got ADHD. Just remind me that when it says struggles with social cues, I've actually got ADHD. There you go.
Miss B, do you think people are way too super invested in everybody's lives on social media?
Yeah, I think so, and I've been there myself. Like, you know, I've been in that place, but I think sometimes you can end up like.
I'm not talking about you, Jen, by the way. I'm just talking in general.
Yeah, some people can.
I will look at the videos that people send.
Just getting way too involved, and sometimes like to their own detriment as well, because it can't be good for you to be like so hyper focused on a person.
And we're not speaking about Jenny here, by the way, as I'm just
just in general, and probably me in the past. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been there myself. You get super invested, don't you? However, I've got to say, if you do get controversial characters on TikTok,
because of the harm that they do.
right, that do get a lot of, you know, they get
People are super invested.
a lot of views, they get a lot of FYP coverage, and they're putting their personal life out there. People are going to bite at it in May. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know what it's like, Miss B, right? When I could come in here and say something, and then, you know, people are going to hold lives about it, and they're going to pick it apart, and they're going to, do you know what I mean? It's the way TikTok is, isn't it?
I saw fuck shit. I will check I will check it afterwards.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be talked about, but I think there's sometimes like a difference between just talking about something and then just going on with your little merry day, and then there's making an entire page and posting videos and digging into the medical history and stuff like that.
First of all, Alphabet's put their medical history out there. Speaking for myself here, I didn't fucking ask for that. Alphabet did that to prove a point and then proved something completely different. So Alphabet did that themselves. Alphabet put this shit out there recently to try and prove that they're diagnosed when that's not what happened. Alphabet did that. Nobody asked Alphabet to do that. No one. Here's the crux of the main issue. If Alphabet just came on and sang, no one would have anything to fucking say. No one. But Alphabet Around Dorothy comes on and tries to silence the quote-unquote haters who have something to say to them because of their history with more lies and more manipulation. So people have got something to say. And people do take breaks. I mean, I will admit some awareness pages have gone too far. Yes. Yeah. But people have a right to have their opinion on the damage and harm that somebody like Alphabet Around Dorothy does. Somebody definitely has the right to have their say. and people do take breaks. I take breaks. I'm sure JJ takes breaks. Everyone takes breaks. People do post different content. People post other content. It just depends on who it is. Depends on who it is, and it depends on how pissed off they are. It depends on how angry they are, and it depends on how pissed off they are. I speak for myself with that. I get that, Pammy, and you're entitled to that opinion. You know, and what people don't, and here's the crux of it. People like this think that our lives are consumed by Alphabet. They're not. They're really not. I come on here and talk about Alphabet for a couple of hours, and then I go and game.
Thanks for following.
I go and game. And my live streams sometimes turn into talking about many different topics: gaming, Pokemon, songs. Well, me singing badly, by the way. Many different things. A plethora of different things. Alphabet is the majority of the topics because Alphabet around Origin does harm and damage. So, and it depends on who you're talking to, like which quote unquote awareness you're talking about. I myself, I have said that I'm an awareness page in the past, but it's the injustice we hate. Yeah, we hate that. Yeah, and the thing is, I've underarmed them where I class myself as an awareness page. No, I would very much qualify myself as a commentator, somebody who comes on and talks. That's it. That's pretty much all I do. Shit talks. That's pretty much it. I'm raising, you could kind of maybe class me as an awareness because I'm raising awareness on Alphabet, but I'm also talking about many different other topics as well. So that's the reason why I'm probably not classed as awareness. I'm classed as someone who just comes and talks about many different things.
Like, just have a little chat about it, and then that's it. Go make a coffee and.
I agree there. And this, again, Jen, I've just got to say, this isn't directed at anybody. We're just talking about TikTok in general.
I've got lots of people wanting to question my diagnosis.
Yeah, I think it's just the app, innit? So,
I mean, if you're going to question someone else's, then you have to expect it back, unfortunately.
Here's the crux of it. Alphabet is not diagnosed. I don't know why did Jen go up there? I mean, why did Jen even go up there?
Like I said, I'm not saying that he has not got it. In fact, he probably likely has, with a few other conditions combined, if I'm going to be honest.
A lot of people say that he's got FASD. That's what a lot of people say. But he won't admit that.
I think there's more. I think he has actually got more. I'm not going after people on PIP whatsoever. Please just clarify that.
Does he know? Has he
but
found out
it's
there's an injection today?
Sorry, darling.
Liza, do you know you're in the box, darling? She doesn't know she's in the box. Everybody follow Bad Liza, please, guys, while she's in the box. Hello, Jane.
Right, I'm going to drop down because I've got lots to do. Have a lovely day, everybody.
Okay, bye. Thank you for joining, Jen.
Bye.
Interesting conversation this morning.
Can I be honest? When she joined the box and she said she had something to make us all smile and be happy, I was like, yay! And then it was about Alpha. I was like, oh, okay, this is going to turn south very fast.
Yeah, I actually.
I mean, that was. I'm going to end it there, but that was. That's on the Observer's page, by the way. There's only like 10 minutes left of it, but that's on the Observer's page. Okay, I mean, so Jen wanted to come up, basically I misread and said that, yeah, celebrate the fact that Pip Devil posted that video. Morning, Haley. Come on, you just woke up. That's okay. That's okay. You know my sleeping pattern. My sleeping pattern's fucked. Thank you for the heart me, by the way, Rory. Sorry, I just
Thanks for the gift.
Did we keep you up? Thank you for the heart me, Haley. Like that went an interesting route. Fascinating route to take. Okay, little love, that was an interesting way to go. Yeah, the chaos can start now. Literally, the chaos can begin. Like that was an interesting way to go.
Thanks for the gift.
Like, thank you for the heart, me, Melanie. I don't know why. Like, is it interesting? Yes. Is it interesting that Pip Devil has posted that? Yes. Is because apparently Pip Devil works or does work behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff. Yes. Is it going to amount to anything? Gonna be honest, no. The only reason why I feel that way is because I'm just like, you know what I mean? I don't know how I feel. The only one recently where I feel like anything's ever gonna go anywhere is the one with Dean. Oh, I just did I watched Misread. Misread had a lady named Jen up who was talking about Pip Devil's video. This is why having so many awareness pages are good. Not everyone will like one person. Yeah, JJ, and that's the thing. I mean, I have a very strong feeling that I'm not well liked on this app. It's alright, it's all good. I'm just a menacing raccoon, really. So some videos were sent to me. I have to view this on my phone though because the PC fucking does not like me. So I've got one from the Aussie. The Aussie's got a video. Apparently, why can't I view that one? Wait. I don't. You've sent me that box, but that just. I get why. I was. So someone mentioned me in a video. Oh, I don't. What? I don't. Why didn't Okay, so someone's tagged me in something, I believe, because it says Veronica's the one that tagged me in a video. But when the Aussie tried to tag me in something, it didn't. You know what, TikTok? I'm going to send TikTok a fucking formal complaint. Hey, honey, I'm going to send TikTok a fucking formal complaint. It's pissing me off. Right, is this gonna? Right, this is gonna play for me. So this is the Aussies video. This was posted December last year by the Aussie. That's not the fucking thing I wanted. That's the fucking thing I wanted. I may need to do some cropping. And we don't mind it. We don't mind that it's long, the Aussie. We don't mind that it's long. That's what she said. Ha ha ha. Right, so this is the other. Can you remind me why you sent me this? There was a reason why you sent me this. I know there was. I really want Dean to get closer than I got to them being arrested. Yeah, I know. That's the reason why it's sort of like the only one that I feel that's gonna be close is the one with Dean. Talking about the medical record. Thank you, the RZ. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna play this. Actually, no. Let me talk about it because I'll forget about it. I swear I'm getting worse as I'm getting older. Me remembering things is just, it's like my short-term memory is getting worse. It's getting worse and I'm kind of scared. Like I want to do is it, you know, those brain training games? I feel like I'm going to start having to play them to sort of like train my brain. No. Train my brain? Is that? Because I used to play them. It's called having a seniors moment. I get that, the Aussie, but like as someone that had a brain injury as a child, I'm kind of scared. I have baby brain. I'm allowed to be dumb at the moment. Well, JJ, you're allowed to, but like for me, I can't use that as an excuse. I can't use that as an excuse. So I can't use. I mean, I know my weight's gathered around my belly, so I kind of look like I'm pregnant, but I can't use that as an excuse. I really can't. But no, me having to remember things and me getting my words mixed up. Like my mom is currently got dementia, so me and speaking to my mom, it's kind of scary because she's 20 years older than me, and I'm like, it's kind of like looking at my future, and I'm like, oh, is that gonna happen in a couple of years? That's the reason I'm like, maybe do I want to, do I want to like do those brain, like I said, do one of those brain training things to sort of like see whether that will help.
Well, hello, my pretties. It's the Queen Bee.
Or get a notepad. Yeah, Professor Layton. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Professor Layton. Play? Oh, yeah, my anger's also getting worse as well.
It's Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday night here in beautiful Australia. I've worked today. It was a hell of a day too. Anyway, I digress. Thanks, Misty.
I digress. I know where you're coming from. Dementia runs in my family down the female side. Yeah, I think it runs in the female side of my family as well. But like, these are the things. See, these are the things that I have to consider. These are the things that I have to consider, that like my anger's getting worse and my memory's getting worse, and I'm like, is it due? It's probably due to the brain injury, but I'm like, damn, that's not something I'm looking forward to.
So the last 24 hours has been pretty crazy, and Orion has been very quiet.
We're all falling to pieces. You work with dementia patients, Lisa. Yeah, it's scary.
However, a couple of things have come across my FYP, and I've been
I'm sorry, now I keep on pausing. I'm forgetting things all the time. Like, and that's the reason why sort of like, you guys in the chat are amazing, because you guys are like, this is the word, Josh. And I'm like, yes, that's the word. And I'm like, yes, thank you. You guys are amazing. Trauma, APN, and depression has wiped out so much of my memory. I get that, Kerry. As a chronic, someone who's also, as someone who also suffers from chronic depression, I get that.
Tagged in a few of them. With regards to Orion mocking or being flippant about cancer. Trigger warning.
I must apologise for sharing that, though. I probably shouldn't have shared that with everyone. I do apologise.
On the next couple of clips, and I will give you how I feel about them at the other end, and some information in regards to the fact that he's lied about a few things as well. So hold on to your hats. It might be a bit long, and please, please, please be aware that this could be very triggering.
Trigger warning for people. I probably should have put a trigger warning with what I just said about me. I probably should have put a trigger warning with what I said about me.
It certainly triggered me.
Why would you say that? Why? Why? I am just normal. It's a thing I've had. I have a thing called bowel cancer. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's quite fun being scared of STIs. I got these silicone. Anyway, unfortunately, here.
I think I had this clip.
Hello, party.
Now that last clip is a very old one because you can see.
Yeah, it is an old one. I think because when I got this clip, it got a date. I think it's from 2020.
By his hair, it's quite short, and we know that it's clipped quite heavily, but the way he flippantly says that he's got bowel cancer.
Yeah, it is edited. Yeah, it is edited.
Yeah. Just throws the words out there like it's just, oh, I've got bowel cancer. Ticks me off.
No, I never ever lied about cancer.
Yeah, he wasn't saying he has bowel cancer. He was reading something and someone. Oh, this made me so angry. I'm sorry, Victoria.
What I never ever did. So this person about me, who went to my school, they said.
We have JJ. Might be. Hang on.
Sorry, I said about this one the other day.
Okay.
That bit where he says about bowel cancer is, so he was reading something off of a list. He was filling out a form. I can't remember which form it was because this is also the point where he mentions potential FASD. Someone's taken that clip of where he's reading something that says bowel cancer and then's obviously clipped it with I have bowel cancer. The only cancer thing he has lied about is leukemia, which is where he said he went to the doctors and the doctors run a routine blood test on him for suspected leukemia, which is obviously not a thing. You don't have routine blood tests for leukemia. If your doctor suspects you have it, you have a general blood test, which obviously shows things on that, and then they test further for that. That is the only thing he has actually lied about cancer for. But the bowel cancer thing is massively clipped, massively edited. Just want to put that out there because I can't comment that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know it was edited. Yeah, but yeah, there was the leukemia part of it. Yeah, this is the problem with E. There is a lot of edited things, and it spirals. So it's like.
And this is where people get the wrong information out there. And it's no sly on obviously like B and stuff like that, or anyone else that has obviously seen this and just thought that he has said about bowel cancer. I get obviously people putting their information out there, but yeah, he's only lied about cancer in the sense of saying that there was a routine blood test. The bowel cancer thing, he hasn't lied about. He's just read something. But that is, I couldn't comment it quick enough, but thank you for letting me up. I'll drop back out.
No problem, JJ, no problem. Thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, the routine blood test for anemia. Yeah, but that's where, Why do people do that? It makes them the victim. I think people do it because it's difficult to say. And yeah, I think Dan's right. I think they hate E that much that people will do something like that. But JJ's right. They did lie about the leukemia part, but not the bowel cancer part. When said, but not having chemo, without chemo, I wouldn't be here now. I'm sorry, Victoria. Happens a lot. I will always say, if you hear something, research it yourself. Yeah. That's the reason why sort of like, it's just, with E, you have to sort of go, wait, well, is it a possibility? Sure. But, you know, what's actually happening here? Thank you, Lila. What's actually happening here? And is it, you like, this is the reason I sort of like, I like what The Observer does, because The Observer puts out the full video. And that's the reason I like Cantuas as well, and that's the reason I sometimes I'll Cantu, and that's the reason why, again, I like what The Observer does and puts out the full video, and that's the reason why we will go through the full video, because, you know what I mean, it gives more bigger picture of what's going on, and you can commentate on, oh, is this actually happening? You know, these are E's words, and here's the lie, and E will trip themselves up, and it's, you know what I mean. Don't blindly believe what people put out. Take the info away and think for yourself. Yeah, JJ, exactly. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Our alphabet says she had cancer. No. So when I was having a blood test in the school, I was getting tested for anemia. So I was.
And this is where this is the relevant information. Alpha was being tested for anemia.
I was getting tested for anemia, which is an iron deficiency in your blood. So yeah, I was being tested for anemia. They had to do all the blood count work as well. They were checking for. So I said in school, I said, I'm being tested for cancer. And I was, because I had a really low deficiency, so they wanted to be safe. So they were testing for anemia. They were doing a whole full blood count work on me when I was in school. So I actually do have anemia, I do, and I had it for a long time, and that's what it was. So if that's the cancer thing debunked, if you wanted that.
Then there's that clip saying that you never lied about cancer.
They just said that they did. Okay.
If you have a look at his medical records, that he quite happily put out onto TikTok, so I'm not doxing them.
Oh, yeah, then there was the medical record, so...
Because they're readily available for everybody to go and see.
Yeah, no, okay. It would show up there. But anemia wasn't there at all. Oh, JJ, really? God.
You can see that he has acne vulgaris.
I shouldn't, I know I shouldn't laugh at that. I know I shouldn't laugh at that as somebody that does. I'm not, it's not my medical records, but, you know, as somebody that does still get acne and has the scarring that I do, I know I shouldn't laugh at that, but...
And he also has a couple of other, I think they're genetic things, but I'll pop some information up on the next clips.
This is where the people, those two conditions are linked to FASD. I mean, the balanitis thing I'll laugh at, yeah. That I'll laugh at. But these are the two medical conditions that people believe are linked to FASD.
Says that he was tested for anemia. Now, my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the GPs would only test his blood for anemia. Nothing more, unless requested. I know this because when I went for my treatment, because if you don't already know, I am actually a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed in 2022 with an invasive ductal carcinoma in my left breast. And then I had a mastectomy. So I had chemo and radiotherapy and mastectomy all within the space of about 10.
Sending love to you, B, and all cancer survivors.
10 months. It was pretty fucking scary because there's no history of it in my family. So when he flippantly throws the word around like it's a friggin', you know, I've got bowel cancer or I've got cancer, or you'll see the next one where he says that because of his skin condition, HS, which is not true because his records show that he only has acne vulgaris, he can't go out into the sun because he'll get skin cancer. He is at a high risk. Now, if you look at the clips that are coming up, you'll actually see that acne vulgaris high risk is for women, not men.
And this is the. No, this is on the Aussie's TikTok, by the way, guys. So I'm sure you all know that. Now, as she said, she has reposted this recently. This is where he is trying to get, and okay, this is where we'll say interesting mental gymnastics come in, because he wants to be a trans woman. Okay? Now, can men get HS? I believe so, but it is very, very rare from what I understand. I mean, but he is trying to say that all these, I think it's very, very rare in men though, isn't it? From what I understand, it's very, very rare in men. It's more prominent in women. But the way he says these things, he's trying to portray things like HS so that they appear more like a woman. And it's like, okay. No, they don't have HS, no. It's not mentioned on the records at all. No, no.
How many of you are like me? You got up, did makeup, and now you just sat in bed because it's too fucking hot. I didn't think it'd be this hot today. I thought, okay, but if I'm going to go out and that, I'm going to feel that heat. I don't want to go out. Also, I'm more susceptible to skin cancer, by the way, because of my skin condition that I have on my back and my neck. So I have to stay out of the sun as much as I can to protect myself. I'm not scared of you.
The more susceptible to... They want... okay. Okay. Yeah, I know, Emily. They contradict themselves all the time, but yeah.
Try me and my mum, swear down. I'm fucking done. I'm a ruthless bitch. And I'm also a biological man. Do you want to target any more women? Go for it. I'm a fucking man. You want to try it? Let's go. I'll fight like a man.
Right, Hurley, I know. There's a lot here.
Now, he stated in his live last night that he's a man.
I will not be able to read any of that, but
There's more
like I say, this is on the Aussies page. She has reposted it.
lies. Now, I've had people reach out to me in the last 12 hours because they've been triggered by this, because they're dealing with it themselves. They've got family members that are dealing with it. And it's pretty huge for this person, this absolute muppet, to flippantly throw around that he's had cancer or he's at risk of cancer. I am really, really rattled about him saying those sorts of things because I've lived it. It's not pretty. I lost my hair. I lost my eyelashes. I was sick.
Thanks for the gift.
3 o'clock in the afternoon every afternoon for about 8 months. I was in bed asleep, recovering. I would not put this on anyone. But yet he flippantly and just...
Thanks for the gift.
I just want to give everyone a big hug. Even though I'm not really a fan of hugs, but I just want to give everyone a virtual hug. Can I do that? I give everyone a virtual hug.
I love that word, flippant. He just does what he does. So to all of the people out there that are dealing with this, my heart is holding a safe space for you. If anyone else is triggered by this, please reach out
Morning, CJ.
into my DMs because we can relate. So yes, very interesting. And as I said, if anyone has been triggered by all of this, please reach out and remember that you are amazing and that you've got this.
Welcome back, Haven.
Well, don't put your bum in the screen, baby.
Thanks for the gift.
I will continue to do what I'm doing to try and get this person off this platform because he is dangerous and he can be very triggering to some.
Cute kitty.
And for most of you that know that we're all working really hard to make this person accountable for the shit that he spreads and the lies that he tells, we will continue to do this. We will continue to make things aware, bring it to the surface. And I know it might be hard, and I'm sorry if I've triggered people, but it just needs to be said.
You know, I worry about that sometimes. I worry about that sometimes.
Very, very grateful that I did survive and that I caught it early. So girls, check your tartars. Boys,
yes.
Check your tartars as well. If you have any questions, please reach out. But please don't believe the words that he tells you because they are all lies. He constantly lies. And he uses this platform to beg,
thanks for the gift,
steal, lie, carry on like a child when he's 21, nearly 22 years of age. And, he's duping. He's duping. And please take care of yourselves.
Thanks for the gift.
Because, yeah, we will be fine, and it will be a massive world sigh of relief when he finally gets removed from this app for the shit that he does. From me to you, I love you, and we will continue doing it. This is Queen Bee signing off for now.
I didn't want to interrupt Bee's, I didn't want to interrupt too much about that video. I know Bee said that was a long video, but it was an important video. Bee wants to come up. There might be a bit of an echo. Hey, Bee.
Hi.
Hi. There might be a bit of an echo. I do apologise. And then
that's okay.
And then mute at different points. But hey.
Group hug for everybody. Look, I know that some of the stuff that he has said, and JJ's pulled it up. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that he said
Thanks for the gift.
is clipped, but the main point that I was getting at was more the fact that he just continuously lies and uses stuff to
Yeah,
manipulate
they do constantly, and
constantly.
all,
So it's
all the time.
all the time. So thank you for playing my clip, but yeah, it's just yeah.
Thanks for the gift.
It'll be a interesting thing to see what happens when he does come back on, and what stories he tells.
Oh,
Because he comes across as being the little boy that cries wolf all the time.
Yeah, it would definitely be interesting to see what storyline's going to come out next. As I say, all the storylines came compelled in the last 2 weeks, all at once. Your clip is very powerful and very important, and I just want to send you a hug that you've been, the end part of when you were saying about you were worried about triggering people. I often have that thought of like worrying about triggering people and worrying about, doing too much and things like that. I have that worry a lot too.
Thanks for the gift.
but I think us talking about
Thanks for the gift.
experiences and talking about things is how the message gets out there that he is a dangerous person to multiple communities, multiple at this point. They lie so much about so many different things. It's wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
It really
and we
is.
just got to keep doing what we got to do. We're all in it the same thing. We all want the same thing. We want to hold him accountable for the actions that he does and says, and the communities that he affects. It's not just the trans community. It's not just the community that have ADHD and autism. It's women in general. It's people with disabilities of all kinds. The mind boggles, and it's frustrating.
It really does. It's there are times when I'm like, how do they do it? Like, it's a case of they must wake up and think, who can I piss off today? Who can I annoy today? And it's like, well, they managed to succeed. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. Yeah, Shazzy brings up a good point. When they are pointless lies that we can debunk, yes, the lies that everyone manages to debunk constantly, all the time, without fail. It's just it's crazy, and the effect that they have on multiple different people, with the big C, there's autism, there's ADHD, there's trans, there's so many at this point, and you would think that they would people have said that they're a narcissist, which I can wholeheartedly see. You would think that they would realize that at this point it's better that they just they have disappeared for 3 days. Has it been 3 days? I think it's been 3 days, but they'll be back. You just know it, because they can't.
He'll come back and he'll be like nothing ever happened, as he always does. It's a cycle of it's the cycle of Orion. He'll come back like nothing's wrong. Frustrates me. Anyway, I'm going to drop off. Thanks, Joshy, for coming up, and thanks for watching. And big love to everybody.
Yeah, I'm sending a big love to you.
Thanks, darling.
And to everyone. But yeah, thank you for coming up. if he was going for a diagnosis of FASD, I would accept that. And NPD, yeah, because people have said that they have FASD. They are he's radio rental and needs proper help. I would consider that. Yeah, I do think that they do need some kind of help. Not an autism diagnosis or an ADHD diagnosis. I think they need rehab. Rehab would be a good start, not just from the alcohol and the rugs, but social media as well. Hello, Hayden. Why would anyone go out their way to upset so many people? They are actually sick. Because in their head they're correct. In their head they're correct, and in their head everybody else is the problem. In their warped mind, everybody else is the issue. That's the reality of that. Why is E doing all this? What is E trying to get from it? Victoria, attention. We'll say not. I don't want to diagnose her as a narcissist, because that's not. There's narcissistic personality disorder, which is a diagnosis, but narcissists in general, who don't have narcissistic personality disorder, thrive on attention, whether that's positive or negative attention. Attention is attention, whether it's positive or negative. They just don't care as long as it's attention. That's what they're thriving off of. Yeah, prison help. Yeah, that'll be it. He's never been made accountable for everything they've done. No, they haven't. No, they literally haven't. Don't give them another word to use. I mean, yeah, I can. I mean, they've called Dean everything. Like Dean is the new person that he's going after because of the police report that has been put in. I found it very comical that I came, because, you know, my sleeping pattern's all over the place, but I found it very comical that my partner was watching Dean when I woke up at like freaking 12. And my partner was coming home from work and was watching Dean. I was like, I recognise that voice. They're playing Truck Simulator and watching Dean. I was like, I recognise that voice. That's Dean. Yeah. I was like, oh. I was like, oh. But yeah. Excuse me. So that was a lovely the Aussies video, which I don't when it came to Miss Red's video, the live stream that the Observer put up, I don't know where that was going. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it was funny. He's saying that to Dean, where he is talking about them. So yeah, it was hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Has Dean put videos up today? Today I'm not too sure, and I have not checked. I will be blunt and honest about that. I can check now, but I have not checked. We can check now. It's Common Sense Talk. We can check. Common Sense Talk. We can check. What has Dean put up today? Has Dean put any videos up today? I may have. Did I not comment on one?
Good morning, guys. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update as far as I can.
Yes, actually, yes. Dean has put a video up today. So, let's watch together. To lie about an autistic diagnosis is too far. When will TikTok say enough is enough? They won't, Hayden. Alphabet has been saying that they have an autism diagnosis for so long. For so long now. Dean is a national treasure in Manchester now. Oh, Dean is our hero. Dean is a hero without a cape. Although we should get him a superhero cape. Do you reckon? Do you reckon Dean deserves a superhero cape? Dean would look good in a superhero cape. And he's got the voice for it too. Lucky fucker. Lucky fucker. He's got the voice for it too. He's got the looks. He's got the voice. Lucky fucker.
Witness statements have been signed and sent over. I've sent one.
Oh, wait, this might be sorry, this is a day ago. We'll watch it anyway, but this was a day ago. This isn't today. Sorry, I thought this was today. Never mind.
Evidence over. And I've had to request another email to send another lot of evidence over, which is, you know, I mean, you know, new things keep coming up, don't they? It's like a never-ending thing.
Never-ending story. Oh my God. Oh wait, no, actually, don't. I won't put that against E because that will ruin that. He would just ruin it. No.
But if they're relating to anything to the case, then I can then build up that report. But I just wanted to say another outlet of what we're doing. I'm going to be doing an email to TikTok. But
I think a lot of people have sent emails to TikTok
advising them what's going on at the moment and how they failed their own rules and guidance by allowing this person to come back on the app after again and again.
I'm hoping this isn't too loud for people. I'll turn it down slightly.
It's just they're breaking their own rules and regulation whilst penalising people for making awareness of him. So I will be doing an email.
Yeah, because we all get fucking penalised all the fucking time. Comments being filtered, comments being taken off, comments being restricted, lives being restricted, videos being taken down. Which fucking would you like to know something? I used a picture, a dragon picture, for one of my things for this, right? For the showing of like the before this show, you know, like in my story, I wasn't allowed to use it, so I got a violation for using a dragon picture. I used the Phoenix one in the end. I used the Phoenix video, but we get penalised all the fucking time. But Alphabet is allowed to make account after account after account. Come back. Moral of the story is, do wrong, take accountability instead of constantly hiding with lie after lie. Yes, TT, that is the moral of the story.
There, and I just wanted to make you guys aware of action fraud. Action fraud is where you need to be reporting it. So if you've sent Orion money for his surgery to do with transitioning, i.e. the voice surgery, or you believe he is your GoFundMe, stuff like that, where he's got them open saying he's had to move out because of Maria, but then he sits in a house with Maria. You want to be looking at action fraud.
Yes, TT, the hole gets bigger and bigger.
In regards to anything fraudulent within the money realms of things, you want to be looking at action fraud. I'm just going to put a screenshot of action fraud there so you know what it looks like.
There you go. There's your screenshot. You can call 0300 123 2040 for action fraud. There you go.
There we go, guys. So you know what it looks like. The Metropolitan Police has loads of departments within a department. There's certain people that deal with certain things. I will put the...
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen a video where someone has said that they've contacted NHS.
I will copy and paste it into the comment bit of the video, but also into the actual header of the video as well. So you've got that there should you wish to report that if you feel that you've been a victim of fraud for Orion, and we know he's been committing fraud for a long time. In regards to HMRC with his tax fraud, we can report them there. Regarding him saying that he's got a case there, he's contacted them, he's paying them back. I don't believe he is.
I don't believe. See, this is the thing is. Do you guys believe that they are? Because for me, I'm very much maybe 80-20, 80% that they're not, 20% that maybe, a little bit of a possibility, but the majority of me is like, no, they're not. They're really not. They're just, I don't think they are. I don't think they're paying them. I don't.
Whatsoever, but the more, if we've got evidence of him spending, which all of us do, but not paying fraud, it's just all reports that we need to do. So my next step is action fraud, and my next step is TikTok. I'm going to get an email written over to TikTok with just some stuff regarding the current investigation I've got.
Thanks for following, Jess. And this is why he wants to move. Yes. Shazzy, this is the reason why they want to move. Okay, the Aussie, I hope you sleep well. I hope you sleep well. No, he has said that he hasn't been paying them and he gets a penalty of £1,000 a month. Holy fuck. Hey, Catherine, Alphabet, we're going to do Common Sense Talks video from yesterday. I was meant to look at today's video, but I forgot.
On them and how they have been mentioned in the investigation for allowing this to happen and not stepping in where they need to.
So that might be why they're quiet as well, because they might be trying to move.
You could say yes, bots were very...
But I don't think they're moving though.
Reactive in saying, oh no, there's no violation. People report them and it says no violation.
Yeah.
When it's the direct confliction with their own rules and regulations, right? Yet people like us get banned from doing and saying silly things. So hopefully that will get me somewhere with TikTok to get a permanent. I just want to work on them getting an IP ban from his exact, IP address. But who?
This is where I go Dean. Yeah, exactly. Go Dean, right? I would think that, yes, I agree with an IP ban. You can get around that, though. You can get around that. I honestly think it's about time Alphabet gets devices taken away. Literally, the police literally need to remove all of their devices and say, you are not allowed a device other than the old Nokia brick phones. The old Nokia brick phones, you remember them? The old Nokia brick phones that all you could do was play Snake, send a text and make phone calls on. That's it. No, it's their reality, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Knows what we can do with that. The best thing is that action is taken.
I think I've still got one somewhere, Shazzy.
Most important things. I think people have been sitting on saying that they're going to be doing things and not doing things and just saying it. And I do believe there is an air of that they need Orion on this app doing his god-awful things.
Oh, I don't. Honestly, I don't. As I say, when I come up here, I game a lot. Which, by the way, are we talking about the Common Sense Talk or E? Oh no, I was going to turn around and say the Do We Know Them girlies are on YouTube. I've released a new video. You want the bailiffs to take their Pokemon cards, Haley? Oh my god, that would be funny. Oh my god, you guys are killing it, by the way. We've almost reached 100,000 likes. Thank you, by the way. I just looked up. Looked up. God, can't fucking speak. I can never speak. Why you guys watch me is beyond me, because I can't fucking speak. I mean, the cards are worthless. I mean, according to E, they're really worth something.
order for them to go live and say, well, I've done this, I've done that, to get the gifts in, I do think Orion is a money cow.
Because I'm funny and speak the truth. I'm just somebody that like talk shit, Victoria.
Some people that do that, not for me. Action, I want him off the app. Action should be taken. I think the damage that he spreads is absolutely very, very dangerous to the young community, vulnerable of mind, and it triggers people. So that is what I will be doing next. But have a good day, guys. The second video is going to be about where is Orion.
I mean, fair point, Jules. That is a very fair point. Oh, that's an old video. Wait, so I don't think Common Sense Talk has actually done a video, because that one's on the 21st of February. So I don't think Common Sense Talk has done a video, or have I not clicked on fucking things properly? Oh.
So where has Orion been? It seems... Good morning, guys.
Right, yeah, so...
So...
Right, so that's the next video. Josh, you didn't click on things properly. Haha. Worth to be taken away just so he cries. I mean, that would be another crash out. And he also wants to make a profit on the Pokemon cards. I hope it's not a child that he cons. Oh, yeah. Which, by the way, he turns around and says that Pokemon is their special interest. No, it's not. I hate the term special interest, by the way. People, I know autistic people use it, but me, no, it's just an interest. No, Pokemon isn't a special interest, quote unquote. It is an interest. What it is, it's a collecting is their interest. Scamming is their interest as well, but you know. Their Vinted account for selling these cards was taken down. Probably because they're fraud. Thank you, Bob. Probably because they're fraud. It's another lie. I mean, TT.
Thanks for the gift.
His special interest, quote unquote, is no different to any other child's interest. Yeah, when they were going on about them, I was like, well, that's just a normal interest. It's just a normal interest. People need to understand what an interest is and why people... I'm not going to go down that rant. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Where has Orion been? It seems to be very quiet over the weekend, sort of Saturday night. Where has he been the past couple of days? Although it has been a very, very peaceful, you know, apart from...
It has. It's been so peaceful. So peaceful. I've seen all the other shit that's been going on TikTok, but yeah, it's been so peaceful. So peaceful.
And the other wrongings on the app. But we all know that the cycle has come to a point now where I think we're going to be due either a big blowout, a big, you know, event where he is probably going to start S-baiting, because the amount of evidence that his assessment was just a pre-assessment.
Yes, Victoria, I do. I do think there's going to be a crash out, and he's going to blame it on autism and I think it's coming.
The forging of a letter.
Thank you, everybody. We reached 100k. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. You guys literally listen to this this wacky raccoon, really? When I can hardly fucking speak?
From a business, all that kind of stuff, all the evidence, everyone's done their research, put the evidence across. He's affected the autism community, and rightly so, and the absolute taking the piss out.
Yeah, they will. They'll blame it on the haters. Yeah, the haters.
Of it, through and through. And there's mothers, people that suffer with it, that he has just mocked throughout, and they have come out made videos on this, and let's just say he's accepted the whole, basically, of the whole...
Thank you for sharing the live, Jess. Thank you ever so much.
Female community on this app as well, by mocking the Ask Angela and the Signal.
Oh, we saw that. Welcome in, Chloe. Welcome in.
You need to do in order to get help if you feel vulnerable or in a situation where you need someone to step in, he mocks the whole situation when he's apparently meant to be a woman and all for equal rights. Remember.
Thank you for sharing the live, Nikki, and thank you for the gift, Esther. Thank you for sharing, Jenny. Personally, I look forward to them coming for me cantooing Zudo. Is it Zudo? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, he likes to come for the cam-tours. Yeah, definitely. I've only ever had one interaction with E coming for me when I was cam-touring. But E then swiftly blocked me, so... Yeah. I hope the police investigate and make E accountable. Oh, I hope so too. I hope so. E is selective on who they come for. Very selective.
No, he's not for equal rights. He's only for the rights that he pretends to be, like autism. Pretends he's up for those rights and trans rights, right? Because he feels that there is get out of jail free card. When Orion and the evidence comes up and everyone goes and says what you're doing is wrong, it's not going on the attack. It's saying right.
What's the Uno reverse card? Uno reverse card.
You've done is wrong and you need to be held accountable for it because it's absolutely disgusting. He won't go on the app. But what he would have been doing, I would assume so, is he would have been looking at all the videos.
Same, Zudo. I think that's the reason why E doesn't come for me, because I don't hide that fact. So I think that's the reason why E doesn't come for me and just blocks me, because A, I'm a man, B, I'm autistic, so I think it's like, checkmate, bitch. You ain't gonna fucking come for me.
What people have been doing, trying to think of ways to get out of it, but with the two things that he's done over the weekend, mocking the autism community and the Ask Angela stuff, there is no excuse whatsoever for what he has done, because they'll try and use the autism as a threat for the Angela, taking the mick out.
Thank you for the hand hard, Zudo. But to answer Victoria's question, if E gets charged, how many of their followers or mods will support them? They'll be gone. They'll disappear. They won't support. We know they won't support. Thank you for the Hartmy Coops. They won't support. Yeah, they won't support at all. Nah, they'll be gone. They'll be like, see ya, bye. We don't want to be involved in this shit. It's getting too serious for us. We were just here to, you know. They'll be like, bye.
The Ask Angela, but the fact of the matter is, we know that he's just had a pre-assessment, so he can say that I'm blatantly autistic, but it's no excuse, because you'd see people doing it all the time on the app. Does he not think there are autistic people on this app? There are autistic people on this app, and they are not doing what he does, so he can't use autism as an excuse, and it isn't. But we all know...
No, I'll be first in the witness box, Jenny. No, I mean, I've always turned around and said, I'm an asshole. Oh no, I'll rephrase that. Let me rephrase that one. If I'm going to be an asshole, it's not because I'm autistic, it's because I'm being an asshole. Now, you guys know that, I mean, there are other factors involved other than autism where I struggle. So... And I don't hide that fact with people either.
Thanks for the gift.
I said it earlier. I don't hide that fact from people. You guys know that I mix my words up and I struggle with everything. I don't hide that fact, which is the reason why half the time I wonder why fucking people watch me, because I know what I want to say in my brain, but connecting my brain to my mouth is a struggle. It's a struggle. Oh, they did a cameo. Oh, really? Oh, so they're doing cameos. So they're getting money from cameos, yeah. Have you seen their terrible post singing that they posted last night? No, KJ. Oh, I can't do the singing because they did go a bit too high pitched for me. So I can't, no.
He said he was going to go and celebrate his autism assessment. What's an absolute... This man.
Thank you, Jenny.
Great tonight.
Yeah, eventually people get what I mean, yeah. Eventually they do.
Celebrate a wee boo.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, Jenny.
Yes, ASD. Autism spectrum. Is it autism spectrum disorder? Is that what it is? Yeah.
You would know, if you got the assessment, you would know it was autism spectrum disorder. Oh yeah, they are buying comments and bots. We know that. They can't they can't not do that.
The fact that he sat there and he doesn't even know that autism generally is a spectrum, right? Autism is a spectrum, right? He thinks it's a singular. I can't even with him. Yeah, I've got this. Absolutely, just he thinks he lied. He thinks he got the result he wanted, and he thinks that no one would find out, being the absolute delusional person that he is. But they have found out that he was absolutely lying. I just want to say, how your followers, you see them gifting him there. How can you, knowing that full well he's been proven time and time again to be lying, still support this person? You are of his nature.
Oh, thank you, Charlie. Sometimes I can come across a bit savage, and then I'll come off live stream and be like, yeah. The account is private.
Disgusting human being. And on disgusting human beings, I have to play another video of when he was out. So he goes, oh, I'm going to celebrate going out, my autism, this. Loud noises affected me. Social situations, I find them difficult. Rolling off everything he's found on Google. And then he meets up with this bunch of cunts.
I think, didn't someone turn around and say that they have come out and distanced themselves from E now? Ow. You had 3 meetings. Oh, was your meetings okay? Was your meetings okay, Wicked? We can conversate with you, you interact with us. I try to. Use your game dev stuff. Oh, God. Lovely.
Yes. Yes.
I think they were taking the piss.
Yes. Style my glasses. Style them. Style them. Style them. Style them. What?
That would drive me nuts. Okay, I'm watching the chat, but that would...
So I'm glad.
That would drive me absolutely fucking nuts.
You, as women, your faces were in there, and you're probably going to go, oh, don't be harsh. Absolutely not at this point. You're enabling his behaviour, and if you do not see what you have seen online and you think it's acceptable for him to be doing, saying and acting like he does online, you, to all the women, whoever was partaking in that, are part of the fucking problem.
And I think that's the thing. Even if they was taking the piss, which I think they were, I honestly think they were taking the piss. I think that's what, because you can see it in their faces. They do slip up a little bit. I think even if they were taking the piss, it's still enabling in a way.
Because all you're doing, you can see him there going, oh, stop it, stop it. You are feeding into the delusion. You are putting the fuel in for him to act and do and say the things he fucking does. God forbid any one of your family is autistic, or you're autistic yourself. You can't be, otherwise you wouldn't be supporting that absolute wanker. And God forbid, as women, you don't get in a situation
Welcome
that you
back,
have to use
Alex.
Ask Angela.
Welcome back, Alex.
Because you're setting someone that mocks with a system in order to help your fucking safety, and there you're singing Defying Gravity with him like it's no... You are part of the problem. You must be of his mindset.
They said they didn't know then BS because of the backlash they're getting. Louise, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Luna. We're just watching Common Sense Talk. I watched Miss Red earlier. Now we're watching Common Sense Talk.
Agree with S-baiting online, talking to children, mocking communities, trans communities, autistic communities, mocking the things he's said and done online, and you sit there and can fucking drink with him. You are disgusting individuals. You are absolutely vile, enabling, disgusting pieces.
I am having a good day, Luna. I hope you are
Thanks
too.
for following.
Thank you for following, Luna. Yeah, I'm having a good day. Well, that BS, they didn't know they wouldn't sing Defy. Oh, that's a good point. Oh, that is a good point. I didn't think of that. That is a good point. If they didn't know E, they wouldn't ask E to... Oh, that is a good point. And now they're getting the backlash because they put... Ah, good point. That is a very good point. So they knew who he was before... yeah, they knew who he was. Yeah.
Of shit to enable this person to be doing what he's fucking doing.
Cigarette smell, I can't deal with that. I can't deal with... I'm literally in the smoking area, but like in the place where it's like really chill.
How ironic. He doesn't like cigarette smoke, doesn't like cigarettes, smoking, and he sat in a smoking area when he doesn't smoke apparently, but that is part of his autism, that he doesn't like the smoke and he doesn't like cigarettes. But as a non-smoker, why would you can say it's for the social reasons, people in the smoking area, not if you've been diagnosed autistic and it's a trigger of yours, you're not.
Oh, yeah, Maria smokes as well, doesn't she? Oh, yeah.
Going to sit in a situation that is going to trigger you. He said it was noise, social situations, and to go out and celebrate his fucking autism, fake autism assessment, he goes and puts himself in the very environments that trigger him, right? Remember, he couldn't look at a screen because too many people are asking the same question once, but he goes and puts himself in every situation that he's just told you he's triggered. Beyond a joke.
That's because Alphabet just doesn't like the backlash. That's what that is. Will the autism assessment team check E's social media? If they did, they will see it's all an act. That I don't know, Amelia. Oh, yes, they did, Amelia. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. A while ago. Yes, they did. Because they were high. Yeah. But back to what Victoria said about, yes, they would. The autism, they do check. So
A gossip gay who just...
So this was 20 hours ago. I'm trying to get to see whether Dean posted a recent video. But we'll go through the other videos as well. You know what I mean? We'll go through the other videos as well whilst we're here. Hey, TJ. After all the reports that have gone in to the clinic, yeah, I did see a video about that itself. I think they may check. Yeah, TJ, yeah. Gossip gay. I find that very homophobic. Me too. He's very homophobic. And transphobic too.
wants attention. Go get more filler, love.
Ooh. This coming from the person who's had filler.
Thanks for following.
Oh, thanks for following, Sarah Elizabeth. Thank you. The nerve of Alphabet. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Thanks for the gift.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Yeah, I'm getting to the one that Dean posted this morning. I'm dead. I'm dead. Dean.
Thanks for the gift.
Savage. Ah. I'm sorry. We got to do it again.
A gossip gay who just wants attention. Go get more filler, love.
Oh God. Fucking. I'm dead. It's been so funny, and Josh and Dean have a better community than he will ever have. He ruined it. Yeah, I know, like, oh my God. I'm dead. The irony is Dean has no filter whatsoever. No, Dean doesn't have a filter. Like, filler, sorry, not filter, filler. No, Dean doesn't have any filler, no. But he's had filler before. Oh my God. That has killed me off. So this was fuck me. Some of eye makeup, maybe not as harsh. So this was posted 2 hours ago. So I'm guessing this is the video from this morning. I think.
Orion again, fabulous. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous, great to see. I do truly believe that he thinks if he takes a little break that people will forget about all his behaviour and he'll just come back and apologise and act like he's going to be Mother Teresa and do things for charity and it's all going to go away. Do you know?
Well, that's going to fail miserably. And jealousy is an awful thing, yeah, definitely is.
What was really funny, one of his little supporters, I don't know, Miss Gale or something, or whatever her fucking name is, I don't know what her name is.
Oh. From what I understand, I do love doing it. From what I gather, this Gail has got an account and has been going after everyone. From what I know, like, she's gone after Misty, literally, and you, Louisa, as well. Like everyone. Who is Gail is one of his mods. I think she's one of his mods, but thanks for sharing, Chris. Like, and eugenic, like, she's gone after everybody from what I understand. Yeah, I saw. Because oddly enough, she's come up on my FYP and I've seen a video. I've seen that she's responded to Misty and Pezza. That's all I know of her.
She was going on about, well, you've made this many videos of him amounting to this many hours. Yeah, because he does that much appalling behaviour, I have to do that many videos.
Could I ask if at any point for content that would help bring you views, would you ever consider showing... I'm confused by the question, Luna. Would I ever consider showing what? No way. Does Gail know who she's taking on? I mean, I think she does. All of the awareness. I think she does. But I don't think she cares. How she stream with the characters, like how you're streaming with your raccoon. I use... sorry, Luna. I use a software called Animaze. I use TikTok Live Studio. Then the character that is at the top is Animaze. And then the character at the bottom is an AI photo that I did. but it is animes. The character at the top. But I do use TikTok Studio to do my live streaming. TikTok is jealous of Raccoon always after poor Raccoon. Yeah. That's okay, Luna. Yeah, I use a software called Animes. It's a pretty cool software. The Raccoon was by accident. It's because normally sometimes I will do a video of me on camera, but most of the time, because I have keloid scarring, most of the time I'm sat here in my dressing gown, with letting my scars breathe. Raccoon sniff stuff out. That's why Josh. Well, that's a good. The raccoon goes and sniffs out all the trash, doesn't it? We love the raccoon army. The raccoon army is coming to cause chaos. Understand, Abel. Thank you for the knowledge. That's okay, Luna. But yeah, that's the reason why I do it. But sometimes I'll come on camera. Yes, trash pandas. We're coming with an army.
Videos to report on his abominable fucking behaviour. Do you know what I mean? The reason why I don't just pick things out of the air and go, oh, there's this silly little things. The things I report on Orion are truly offensive and really bad things. So that just shows you fucking idiot, that I have to do that much.
Dean doesn't hold anything back.
Reporting on his behaviour because he commits such bad behaviour all the time. You fucking idiot. And if that's all you... Oh, it's harassment. Is it bullshit?
Oh, people need to look up the definition of harassment. People really need to look at the fucking definition of harassment. Harassment, by the way, harassment in the court of law is someone coming at you for no reason. There is a reason, people. It's causing distress for no apparent reason. There is a reason. Yeah, Dean says how it is. Yeah, I love Dean. Dean's amazing.
Me and fucking thousands of others on this app commenting on the bastard. Absolute...
Fuck me. Commenting on the bastard. Oh, Dean. We like the potty mouth. We love the potty mouth around here.
Not, but
this is probably the reason why I get a lot of fucking violations, because I don't fucking mince my words and
Well, I told in my investigation, here's my channel, go and view it, go and do as you wish with it, right? So, yeah, let's just clear that one up. But I wanted to focus on which are quite telling things. So when he found out that I was
right, Kerry, us Brits don't fucking hold back. We're like, fuck this, fuck that, cunt. Which I had a partner once who didn't like the word cunt, and then he met my mother.
Thanks for the gift.
Then he met my mother, and that swiftly changed. that swiftly changed, and yes, us Brits. I think I hate the word. Yeah, I know, Wicked. Some people hate the word. My partner hated the word. I think, yeah, some people in other countries don't like the swearing, and there are some certain words. I know, Wicked, yeah. Is your mother Irish by any chance? No. I think we may have Irish in us somewhere. I think that was mentioned ages ago, but
Thanks for the
somewhere. Gift. But poor baby next door, he is so savage. Yeah. I know, Victoria. The poor baby next door. Thank you, Jane, and thank you, Cassie. Thank you. My in-laws are, and they use that word in most sentences. Yeah. Yes, the Irish judge was curse as well. I'm from the northwest. We swear like sailors. See, I'm originally from the West Midlands. But yeah, not gonna lie, I find it funny. Australia find Brits funny swearing, but we find Aussies funny. But people in that building will be glad when he leaves. Oh yeah, they'll be glad. They'll be celebrating. They'll be having parties when he leaves. Definitely, Victoria. I'm from Ireland and I'd be swearing every 2 minutes. Oh, I'd be swearing. Well, you guys know I swear all the time. I do curb it a little bit because I'm on TikTok and I get violations all the time for, yeah, my language. I bet they're run by their room spraying Febreze, probably. Court action is supposedly happening to get E out of that apartment. Really? Ooh. Ooh. Jane, yeah, you can tell I swear by my name. Yeah, I can.
In the report, he was being, so he used my sexuality. So he chose.
We're gonna get. No, I won't.
As someone that advocates for you call me by whatever I want to be called without any changing his gender, that he can go on about the things that are right.
Okay, Luna. During the animes thing that you spoke of, but I'll pop by in the future. But okay, Luna, I hope you find it okay to use. How do we know this about the court action? Ellie, Common Sense Talk Dean has spoken about it. Dean has turned around and said that they put a police report in. E has taken that as a police case because E doesn't know what the fucking difference is between a police report and a police case. Dumbass. But it may develop into a police case, sure. I'll take my time, but yeah, supposedly the landlord... it'll take time, sorry. But yeah, supposedly the landlord has had enough. Wow. Yeah. As soon as there is a bailiff notice served, they'll kick them out. Yeah. I'm keeping a bit of doubt with it, but I feel it's real. Oh yeah, Fleming, yeah. Always take everything with I get it.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you, Angie, and thank you, Jane. Always take everything, I can believe it because he's been doing a lot of trouble. But, always take everything with a pinch of salt.
And sort of went on me is being gay, misgendering him, right, and not calling him by what he wanted to be called.
Thanks for the gift.
I have several words to call Alphaba. None of them pleasant, but I have several words to call Alphaba.
They were the really three things that he was bargaining on that way and maliciously making a report to the police. But the fact is that I had reported him only things that I had factual evidence for. So let's have a little look at him being committing hate crimes.
A gossip gay.
A gossip gay.
Who just wants attention. Go get more fella, love. He's one of those gays.
There are preschools present. I am confused.
I just want to.
So as we can see there, so if someone that wants equality and is protected under the Equality Act like no one else isn't, he states he uses sexuality in a negative light. So he's saying, I'm a gossip gay. Because
gossip gay. It is classed as a hate crime. It is. It is classed as a hate crime. I am finding it fucking amusing that he would use that, but it is classed as a hate crime.
A equals gossips, which is negativity. He's just one of those gays. Again, one of those gays in a negative light. 2 hate crimes committed there. And it's fun. Is it internalized homophobia that Maria's maybe taught you there, mate? Have you got some internalized homophobia? Because why would you need to bring sexuality into the factor of it? And then you're going to look at me and say, well, you call him a man and that he isn't trans. Because legally he isn't, right? Let's understand this. In a court of law, he is classed as male. It's all right for Orion to sit there at anyone and say, I am female. You're misgendering me. Well, we're not. If it's that much of an issue for you, lad, you should have got onto this and changed it.
Bingo. He should have done this years ago. Then people wouldn't have an issue. He told you to lose weight in a message. as you look ill. What the fuck? I asked if their comment was based on fakeism. Oh my god, because that's their response. Of course he would go for looks. Of course he would go for looks. Yeah, that's true, Andrew. Yeah.
If it was legally, I might have refrained from what I was doing, and the fact of that, this just shows how lazy and how not trans he is by not changing it.
Yes, Davina. I love your name, by the way. Narc always projects. Yep.
He would, in the eyes of the law, and I spoke to the police about this, he is a male, right? He is registered male. He hasn't done anything to change his gender.
Right, Tinks. Yeah, he knows nothing. He knows a whole lot of nothing about everything. Yep. I also pointed out it's lose, not loose. Well, he's very
Gender or name, he is male and his name is Orion, which I have called him by, and he has stupidly, like he does, puts his certificate up there. So
they did. They really did, which is wild to me. You got blocked for saying DWP, HMRC, and police needs to watch your socials, Victoria. Mystique says the amount of people who'd beg, borrow, and steal for that amount of money for transitioning. Oh yeah, so many people. And this is what they said to me, and police refer to he as he. Yeah, they would, yeah. Gemma, he's panicking because he knows Dean has got something on them. Oh yeah, definitely. He's panicking like wildfire.
I've called him exactly what it is. I can prove I'm gay. I'm gay. I've lived the lifestyle of a gay man.
I can also prove that too.
Thanks for following.
I'm a flaming homosexual. Well, I wouldn't say flaming. I'd say lukewarm because, nah, I'm falling apart. But you know, there's that.
However,
Dean looks really hot, but there's Dean, and then there's me. My uncle works for the fraud team, but unfortunately, they live in Wales. Yeah, Vicky, yeah, different district, yeah.
Him trying to prove me otherwise legally or not, that you're a woman. All he can do is sit there and say, I've grown my hair long and I wear makeup. So have many other men grown their hair. So have many other men wear makeup. That's not a valid argument.
I have a photo of the makeup that I did a week and a half ago. So yes, men do wear makeup, which I really need to do some more makeup looks. I really fucking do. It's a habit, Ellie. It's a habit.
The fact of the matter is, you would be going to a male jail. Get this straight. So you're going to say to people in the courtroom and to the police, you are misgendering me. It's not an argument that is going to hold up, right? And I've never derogatory gone, you're a tranny. I've never called you a tranny. I've never hate crimed on the transsexual side of things. I've factually called him. I've been very careful. I've factually called you. You're not transgendered and you are a male and your name is Orion.
Exactly. So, although it's not a game to see who's the real gays on TikTok, he shouldn't lie about being transgender. Yeah, and yeah, exactly. Thank you, Laura.
Fact. I've never gone, he's a fucking trans.
Oh, what now? Apparently I'm being flagged for hate speech and hateful behaviours. Okay. See what I mean? I get a violation, but he doesn't get a violation for what he said about being gay. What's happening, TikTok? Thank you, Gemma.
Thanks for the gift.
Well, yeah. What's happening? We know who that was, yeah. What's happening, TikTok? Alphabet never gets any violations. We do love TikTok shop. Alphabet gets no violations for what they say about Dean. but I got a violation. Interesting. It's probably E reporting. E clearly watches everything. Oh, you know, E watches everything, and so do the minions. Is E or his minions
Thanks for the
watching?
gift.
Probably. Your friend does makeup and she gets flagged all the time? Really? That's always the way. We get violations all the time and E doesn't. Yep, it's always the way.
And he's discussed. I've never gone and done anything like that, right? Whereas you have used my sexuality to throw hate at me, which is a hate crime. So that's what.
But I find it real fucking funny that you get that.
We put to the rest, and that's all he's ever said. He thinks that people that misgender him in his eyes, when he's done fuck all to change his gender, is the saving grace of all the things that he's done. It's like exciting terrorism. I'm misgendered. I'm autistic. Use it.
They're not autistic. They're not trans. But yeah, they do use it as a weapon. I don't get this app either, Gemma.
Thanks for the gift.
I rage at it. I'm like, why?
Just what I've told you from day one is get out of jail free cards. He thinks by saying he's a female, he thinks by saying he's autistic, it gives him this pathway out of every situation that he's been in.
So does that mean I can get a pass? I can get a pass for saying that I'm autistic, brain damaged, and gay. Does that mean I can do it? No. It doesn't. It really fucking doesn't. Like I said, I have my struggles, but guess what? It's not you guys' fault. Like I said, I don't know why you guys fucking watch me, because sometimes I'm like, ah. But I don't use it as a fucking pass. I don't get a pass. So why does Apple think they're gonna get a pass? Fucking the nerve. Autism can be misdiagnosed when they are narcissists as they learn behavior. Yes, Davina, it can. Hey, Coco. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. Ooh, can I get a pass for my chronic illnesses? Oh, right, Leaf, exactly. We didn't get a pass. If anything, for all our chronic illnesses, we get fucking ignored. TikTok can't say they're making money from them anymore, so how they're still getting away with things, I don't know. Well, Gemma, they did get their other account banned on Saturday. They've created a new account, but I think they're laying low, and they'll come back with a crash out. Yeah, we're just watching Common Sense Talk, Coco, yeah.
I think the fire is really good at the moment. I think we need to be factual and keep doing what we're doing. And I wrote my email to TikTok, which I'm going to do a separate video on and show you what I've written and what I found out about the email addresses you can send.
Right, Robin, right.
To TikTok, so that will be coming up later today.
Oh, is there another video?
Good morning on this sunny Thursday.
No, that's a video from 4 days ago. That's the only video from Dean as of right now. There might be another video, but that's the only video right now. Defro second on the chronic illness. Can I get a pass for CPTSD too? Nope. Well, that's it, Davina, you know? We don't get passes. How can he make all these accounts? TikTok won't let me make a second one. Really, Gemma? They should be able to. They should be able to. Oh, God. Ugh. So I needed to stretch. I do apologize. I needed to stretch then. I needed to stretch. So let me go to my... Where the fuck is that? So let's have... That's not the fucking... I don't know why that came into my fucking... Out here on TikTok. Goodbye, everybody.